Guys, welcome back to Future Wrestling. You joined us a week removed from Dark Side, where it was a fairly quiet show all the same, so there's no point in happening really. Aaron has just joined us from the void of time and space. So, how you going, Aaron? You good?
Yeah, I know I'm going to get caught in a conversation with my mum, and I'm just standing there going, yeah. Just couldn't fucking get away. So
yeah, the two words you needed to say to her were "fuck off."
Do you want me to get a belt?
Yes,
because that's how I get a belt.
That is how you get a belt. No, I won't say that. That's too harsh.
Go on, say it. Fuck it. I don't care. I get bullied in this fucking thing every week.
It's the only way Aaron's going to get a belt in this RPG. That was too easy. You've not even tag team champions. Like the joke doesn't even work.
The last fucking belt I'm ever going to win by the looks of it, because I'm never going to win the world title, and I'm clearly just not allowed to win the other one. Just
this fits so well.
Just not allowed.
You're right. You're not allowed. Sorry, Jonathan. We rudely interrupted you. I
think that's all right. I think we covered enough ground. So I'll introduce the roster for tonight. On my left hand side is our former world champion in Violet Storm, being played by Kira. Main event didn't go too well for you at Dark Side, fair to say. But so how are you going to respond, considering you slapped the face off me at the end of the pay per view last time? So are we still friends?
It all remains to be seen, doesn't it? It depends on whether or not you can give an answer.
Ooh! That's a no then. Here, that's why the cat here. This is Kira's new gimmick, the evil cat.
They can be evil hookers.
Yeah, they can be. That's true. That is true. On the right hand side is one of the major benefactors of the last pay per view. That was Rob Midas. Didn't have to lift a finger to come out of your match unscathed, because you had a little master plan with the man on the center screen, didn't you, Mr. Jerry? So
well, indeed. See, this is I'm Rob Midas. This is what I do. I didn't even chip a nail, and I got what I wanted. But let's be honest, I didn't only get what I wanted. My new client is getting what he wants. And tonight we'll prove exactly what we want. So,
indeed you will. On the left-hand side then is Mr. Jimmy Morris, who has unfortunately without gold once again after losing to the Youngbloods at Dark Side. How's the Rose family taking the loss, Aaron? Because obviously you are the major spokesperson for the family now. How is Dahlia and Damon? I'm only telling you their names now because I guarantee you forget in 5 minutes. Am I wrong?
I'd like to invoke my Fifth Amendment right.
This isn't fucking America.
I was trying to think of something smart and witty to say, and I was just like, "Yeah, that works."
No,
yeah, that works. Yeah,
that was a snooker, and that was so. As I mentioned, the man in the center screen tonight is Mr. James Rage, who, like I said, tricked us all at Dark Side, thinking that he was on a quest for vengeance and anger and all other buzzwords. But no, you tricked us all, and you joined forces with Rob Midas. May God fucking help us all.
A new day, a new dawn, a new life for me. And I'm feeling good.
That is by far the happiest I've ever seen Jamie on the RPG, and that actually makes me more scared of him. Yeah, be. Isn't it?
It's absolutely terrifying.
It's like the last thing a serial killer says before he opens up the blade. Like
I'm not gonna lie, I'm even a bit fucking scared.
Rob Midas frantic looking for the contract going.
You see, before Dark Side, I was well away from Jamie, and now I'm right beside him. I'm like, yeah, this fucker's gonna slit my throat.
Within arm's reach. Remember that.
Oh,
yeah.
Tonight's going to be interesting.
It is. It certainly is. Especially for our main event is anything to go by. On the right hand side, though, is one of the double winner from Dark Side, if you can count that, in Dave, playing Conor Locke. So we obviously had the first ever inverse match with yourself and Alan Morph and his alter ego, of course. Cracking match, Dave, it has to be said.
I didn't know how it was going to turn out, to be honest. It was something that me and Morph were talking about for a couple of weeks. We were trying to work out how to do it. And then we spoke to you, and then you gave us some good ideas, and we kind of worked it in to kind of a Stranger Things almost kind of theme.
Yes, exactly.
I honestly, after it finished, I was like, this is great. But then again, I started to overthink. I was like, no, this is complete crap. People are going to fucking hate this shit. So no, it was good. It was really enjoyable to actually do because it was something outside of the norm. So no,
Yes,
it was really fun.
It was very much Future Wrestling's first cinematic match. So history makers, ladies and gentlemen, you knew that a man in a panda costume and a Scotsman can make a cinematic match. But there you go. We have proved them all wrong. So, and last but certainly but not least, currently AFK is the new double champion in Future Wrestling. Clearly, he's too good for us at the moment. So, the national champion and tag team champion Silver Fox will join us very, very soon. We will have other people on the call. Don't worry, they'll be floating in and out as time goes. But we are going to get our show on the road. So, we get our opening titles as ever, and we are welcomed to ringside by our commentator Mike Dublin, who reminds us about what happened pretty much last week. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Future Wrestling here on the VCR Network. I'm Mike Dublin, joining you from the Future Wrestling Arena. And if you weren't around for Dark Side last week, where on earth were you? Because there have been some earth-shattering ramifications from that match. Let's take you through it match by match. First off, Silver Fox was the man to run the gauntlet in the end as he retained the national title, but also claimed the tag team championships with his tag team, the Youngbloods, dethroning the Rose family in the process. I'm sure we're going to hear both from teams later on tonight. In fact, the Youngbloods are defending those tag team titles later on in tonight's show. Elsewhere, we saw perhaps one of the most confusing, perplexing, but awe-inspiring matches we've ever seen in Future Wrestling in the inverse match, as we now believe it is called. A match that we believe was only going to be Alan Moore versus Conor Locke turned out to be a battle of, if you will, alter egos, as the Wraith defeated Alan Moore in that match as well. No doubt we're going to hear from the Scottish superstar and whatever else he has locked in his head later on tonight as well. Perhaps one of the biggest twists, a twist that no one here has been expecting, happened at Dark Side. One of the most hotly anticipated matches in the history of the promotion happened between James Rage and Rob Midas. And eventuality was a no contest because the eventuality no one saw coming was the alignment of James Rage with Rob Midas. And now it looks to be a very impressive faction developing in the House of Midas, if you will. And furthermore, that has been reinforced by the victory of Casey Colt in the main event of that pay-per-view, as she, I suppose, forced a verbal submission from Violet Storm in that submission match and claimed her first ever singles championship in her career. So that's right, you heard it here first, folks. Casey Colt is our new future world champion. As I'm about to understand it, we're going to hear from her in particular and from Rob Midas and James Rage now. They're about to come out to the ring, so let's introduce them to ringside. And here we do. So the ring announcer takes over from here and goes, ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome to the ring Rob Midas, James Rage, and the new future world champion, Casey Colt. So Rob Midas your music is hitting here, so talk us through the entrance here. What yourself, Jamie and Casey doing here?
Well, we're all coming out extremely smug with ourselves. Me with just a giant big smile on my face. James with his eerily, normal face. I don't know how best to describe it. Eerily normal face.
My normal face.
And yes, exactly. And Casey with a, I don't know how to describe it, happy but a weird look on her face. So obviously we're all coming out and we're walking down into the ring.
Very well. So at that point then the ring announcer hands you the microphone and you three have the ring.
1 week ago that all happened. It's mad to think that it's already been a week. It kind of feels like it was just a few minutes ago, because that's just how happy I am that a week ago, not only did I create the greatest alliance, not just in Future Wrestling, but in all of wrestling. But then, to top it all off, my own Casey Colt only goes and wins the World Heavyweight Championship. How best to describe exactly how I'm feeling right now? Well, I imagine it's a lot better than, like some losers in the back, like, let me see if I can pick out a few. Violet Storm, Jimmy Morris, Kyle Decker. You see, out of everybody that lost at the pay-per-view, the one person who lost the most was Kyle Decker. You see, Decker, I told you, I warned you that no matter what would happen between me and James Rage, or me and any client that I had, I was coming for you, because I made an oath to myself. And that oath was that Future Wrestling would be mine. Now, I've had to amend that statement ever so slightly, because Future Wrestling won't just be mine. It will be controlled by me and by James and by the House of Midas. Because you see, our new partnership specifically states that we're in this together. Not one man controlling another. We are in this together. And Decker, let's be honest, your friends are few and far between. Now, we all know about certain controversies at the pay-per-view, and we all saw the slap heard round the world. So you have enough things to be worrying about, and now you have to worry about me and my family beside me. Because you see, Decker, the time is coming very, very soon that you will be dethroned from that throne of yours, the king who thinks this is his kingdom. Well, very soon, Decker, you will be no more. And we will be on that throne. We will be in control. And we will rule the roost. I'm going to pass you over now to my newest confidant, Mr. James Rage.
Rob, well, I appreciate the sentiment. I feel like there's something that maybe we didn't make clear enough. Yes, you and I are going to run this company shoulder to shoulder as equals. But the most powerful alliance in all of wrestling is not without its weaklings. So my question to you is, what the hell is she still doing here? You see, in our agreement, James Rage's best interests have now become Rob Midas's best interests. And it is in James Rage's best interest to be the world's champion. So Rob, I understand that these things take time, but you're going to want to sort this out. Or maybe there will be some discord in the House of Midas, because the house just has a new floor put on top of it, and it is the penthouse suite, and it is occupied by this guy.
James, I don't want you to worry. Honestly, I don't want you to worry one iota. You see, I have a plan for Casey. For right now, she's going to go her way, and me and you are going to go ours. But very soon, and I make this solemn promise to you, whether she stays as the heavyweight champion or not, you will get your chance at that championship. I make that promise to you. In good faith, in our new partnership, you will have that opportunity. But let's be honest, James. For right now, you have, let's say, bigger fish to fry, and you need to cut that part out of your life.
So at that point, then Kyle Decker's music hits and he takes to the center stage. Again, he's getting a little bit of booze from the crowd here because obviously they obviously watch the pay-per-view and they're kind of like, you know, he's getting a bit of heat for it. So you can hear like a few kind of subtle Violet Storm chants before he starts talking.
Boo! Boo!
Something along those lines, yeah. But he takes his mic and goes,
Decker sucks.
Sorry, I couldn't help but listen to what you were saying there, Rob. I normally try to block out all the political discourse you normally throw my way, but I couldn't help but admire your pitch to James Rage here and to Casey Colt. You really have them exactly where you want, don't you? As for you, James Rage, you're right at Dark Side. Nobody saw this coming. No one. Not me, not Cutter, who you left hanging backstage, not anyone in this arena, and not anyone watching at home. No one did. But the reason no one saw this coming, because no one thought you were fucking dumb enough to fall for it. No one thought that you'd be dumb enough to fall for this trap that he set for you. He can placate you right now with all these little promises that he says. And yes, he has an incredible track record of making champions. But what Rob Midas does as well is that he uses and abuses. If you don't believe me, ask Silver Fox. He fell for it. And what happened? He lost the world championship. And if I'm Casey Colt, I'll be nervously looking over my shoulder too, because her biggest threat is currently in the ring. But see, that's where Rob Midas comes into play. Because there's always the tenant, I'll keep your friends close and your enemies closer. And what closer can you get than to be in the pocket of Rob Midas, James? How close can you get to that world title? You can be at arm's reach. You can have your fingertips on the belt. But that man right there in the middle of the ring is going to make sure your hand gets slapped off at every single time you get close. But you made your bed. You have to make peace with that, James. You chase the dollar, and hey, if it doesn't come your way, you only have yourself to blame.
Are you done? Because you're babbling, Kyle. You're afraid. I can tell that you're afraid. You're here and you're throwing out all of these accusations, saying that I'm in Rob Midas's pocket, saying that I've bought in. I did not buy in. I invested in myself. And you say he's going to slap my hand away from that belt every time. What have you done? Since I beat you a year ago, what have you done for my career? Where have been my opportunities, Kyle? No, it's time that James Rage started taking care of James Rage. And if you think that Rob Midas owns me, if you think anybody owns me, it just goes to show that you don't know me at all. So Kyle, I see you standing there. I see that you're afraid, and the truth is you should be. Right now, you are staring down the biggest threat to you in this industry that you have ever faced. So I suggest you leave before you get hurt.
Before you leave, Decker, let me just make something very, very clear to you. Me and James entered this agreement that would be beneficial to both of us, not just me. You think I'm all about me. You think it's all about Rob Midas. Most of the time, that's true. It's all about Rob Midas. And I will absolutely look after me. But I will not stand in James Rage's way should he go for the World Championship. Now, there will be challengers along the way for Casey Colt. And not to worry, Casey, I have some very special plans for you because I have things that I have to do. James has things he has to do, and you certainly will have things that you have to do. So I'm planning something very, very special for you. Don't you worry. But when it comes to that championship, I will never, and let me say that again, I will never stand in James Rage's way. If he wants to go for that championship, he can go for it. Why would I stop him? Why are you think of how stupid that sentence was from you, Decker. Think of how stupid it was for what you said. Because if Casey has the championship, then I'm in with her. James has the championship, I'm in with him. If one of them has it, it doesn't really matter. If they want to kill each other for it, let them. That's their issue. That's what they want to do. Either way, my issue now is me and you. And I promise you, when I do come for you, Decker, you will never see it coming. Now, go on back to your office there and make some lovely matches for tonight, because they may just be the last matches you ever book for this promotion. Bye-bye.
Rob Midas, I've said it once, and I'll say it again. If you want this promotion, you'll have to take it out of my cold, dead fucking hands. And drop the mic.
Oh, Decker, I will.
And end scene. Lovely stuff, lads. So, with that then, Jamie, give us your roles there. So, Rob, you have a +1 on yours, and Jamie, I'll give you a +2 on yours as well.
All right, it's been so long. Sorry, just give me a second.
That's all right.
Fuck.
That's momentum for Jamie. Nicely done.
Oh my god, that's an old photo as well. Jesus Christ. Where did you get that?
What?
Somebody call his mom.
What is that?
Somebody call his
What am I
mama.
actually looking at here?
Where did you get that?
Where you told me not to go.
Your own fault, Aaron. It really is your own fault.
Challenge
Sorry.
Yeah, it was.
accepted.
Yeah, exactly.
He went, that photo as well is about 10 years old as well, like, so he went far back in my fucking page to get that.
That's the archives, that is.
And
That's
That
why
is
that's why I
dedication.
use like the
Audience.
early 90s WCW stage.
So that's an
Lars
audience.
Spear.
Very well on that one. Nicely done. That is beautiful, actually. I love that.
All of
so,
his money gone due to tattoo removal.
he was going for better jobs, you see. He can't have the
Morris,
tattoo
that
or
was
worse.
Morris Clay. That was his, like, you know.
Morris Clay, yeah, I like that. So we cut back. We cut to commercial after that promo, and when we come back, James Rage is doing his little warm-up routine in the ring, and we get his ring announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, this opening contest is scheduled for one fall,
One fall.
and already in the ring, weighing in at 237 pounds from the Asylum Fight Camp, James Rage. So, Jamie, talk us through anything in particular in your impromptu entrance.
Just a bit of shadow boxing, the usual, just awaiting. There might be something in a minute, but we'll get there.
All right, we'll see. We'll see indeed, because your opponent is rather close to home, if you will, and his opponent, weighing in at 331 pounds, hailing from the Asylum Fight Camp, Carlton Titus. Well, folks, this is very much a case of a small world syndrome, but the last time we saw Carlton Titus, he was pushed off stage by Rob Midas, and I can only imagine what's going through Carlton's head right now, seeing him and now aligned with James Rage, and certainly looks to be an intriguing match. This is, I think this perhaps is the second time these two have faced each other in Future Wrestling. It certainly doesn't happen every single week here, but things have certainly changed in the world of James Rage, and as Rob might have said earlier on, this looks like be a way of drawing a line under these time of these sign-on fight camp. So indeed, not much from Carlton Titus here. He's very much kind of like, laser focused on James Rage, as you'd expect.
No, cut his music. Cut his music. Me and Mike. Kyle, I don't know what kind of game you're trying to play here, but you don't come between this. This is blood. This is loyalty. Carlton Titus, you're coming out here. Know that you always have a place by my side if you know your place. You come in this ring, you show me your loyalty, and you lay down, and you too will have a place at the side of James Rage.
Right, let's see then. So, will we say, let's see, so if he's kind of rocking with a babyface here. So, if we say a high roll, he doesn't. Low roll, he does. You happy with that, Jamie?
Yeah.
All right, then let's see what happens. 6. Carlton Titus lays down. So we'll talk it through then. So Carlton's kind of weighing it up. He's kind of like, he's kind of looking for the crowd. The crowd are kind of like egging him on to like, come on, do it. So you hear him, you're kind of hearing him. He's hearing the crowds, but he's kind of looking back at James Rage, and he just kind of gives a nod, kneels down, and he gets the pin that way. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell. Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, James Rage. And again, the crowd are booing like fucking mad here because they've been refused a match here. So, Jamie, talk us through what's happening here afterwards. So, Carlton, I suppose, slinks out, or which way are you playing?
So, as I stand up from the pin, I literally pull him to his feet, pull him into a hug. Genuinely warm welcoming him to the club. Rob Midas, I invite you in the ring to shake hands about the whole throwing him off the stage thing.
It was a long time ago. It was last month, lads.
No hard feelings. I'm gonna extend my hand, but I'm like, you know what? No, bring it in. Come on, bring it in. Big hugs all round.
Well, isn't this isn't the happy moment between what is now the ever-expanding House of Midas? Carlton Titus doing, I suppose, taking one for the team, if you will. I don't know if it was a decision by Kyle Decker, presume it is, but obviously it has not worked on this occasion. And as I said, blood is thicker than water in this situation, and it certainly is looking to get even thicker if it is between the House of Midas. Is Carlton Titus now a member of the family? I'm sure he's going to be on the Christmas card list for sure. But for now, James Rage fights very much a very smart battle right here, allowing Rob Midas and ensuring that Carlton Titus is not one of his enemies. And we cut the commercial on that. So,
how friendly does Mike Dublin think we all are? Just in general.
I think he likes to think we're all friends, or at least
just all on the Christmas card now. I adore
that Mike Dublin assumes we have a Christmas card list.
To be fair, you have to assume something.
We only get like 3 days away from each other a year. I'm not sending anyone a Christmas card if I have to travel with those people. If anything, I'd be like, oh, by the way, here's my expenses that you owe me. Do you have the ones for me? Receipts? Come on, that would be how we would deal with it,
I think. I love that. No, that's a fair point, in fairness. Again, perhaps it was just a turn of phrase, or maybe he does really genuinely think, oh, I thought we're all friends, no? Oh, I want a Christmas card.
The only friend Mike is friends with is Kratos, and he left.
That's what to say. The only Christmas card he's getting is from Kyle. He doesn't even want that. He gets a Christmas card and a voucher for fucking pro wrestling tees. Like, what the fuck is this?
He gets a Christmas card and a crate of Monster.
Come on, everyone drinks it. I don't drink it.
Bret Hart got all that protein shit. No, Mike Dublin gets cans of Monster.
Yeah. Exactly. So, this is expert timing.
Yay.
Hey,
Mr. Murphy.
it's the Cutter Man.
How fucking time?
Hello.
Very good.
That's my signature. My signature sound.
He's gonna puke.
So, Cutter, you have a wonderful sense of timing. We're just about to do the James Rage Cutter promo. Don't worry, we're not late. We are just doing things out of sequence. So you have a remarkable sense of timing.
Brilliant.
So
ignore me if I get very, 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 very fucking drunk because I've just finished an awful day at work. So yeah.
hey, it's always welcome. But so as I said, we'll see James Rage kind of like talking backstage. Obviously, Rob Miles and Casey.
Sorry, I'm just distracted by the poster over Amy's shoulder. That just like he's going. Ooh.
You just have.
he's
The calendar. That's what it is.
I prefer the first one because it looks like he's staring directly at your shoulder.
Yeah, that's how Amy wakes up every morning to a smoldering Jensen knuckles.
Isn't he? Isn't he in the new series of The Boys? Isn't he doing something in The Boys now?
Yeah, he's Soldier Boy. June 3rd.
Sorry, I got distracted. Carry on.
You got distracted. I cannot continue this call. I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
And she's gone. Thank fuck she's muted. We're gonna see now. There's gonna be a massive scorch mark just where Jensen Ackles' face used to be.
Oh no! I was gonna make another joke. No.
On.
Yeah, I like it muted, but yous aren't. So come on, keep it a little bit clean.
Keep it fucking clean.
Can you keep it clean? I don't know.
I kind of have to. Girls can be messy.
She has it laminated.
Screenshot Jerry's face. Screenshot Jerry's face right now.
I got it.
Very good, very nice.
I'm back, lads.
He's gone. Oh.
Hey, it's like you never left.
Here we go fucking again with the fucking laughing.
I have a saved. So as I said, the backstage segment will be basically Rob Midas and Casey Cole will kind of go one corner and James will go the other, and that's where you two meet in the middle. So so let's take it away.
Look who it is. How you doing, James?
I'm good. I'm on the upswing of my career, no thanks to you.
Whoa, why are you coming in here so aggressive? What's up? You come in here and you just straight away go at me. I've done nothing to you, man.
Exactly. You had a job to do. You had a job to ensure that I made it to Darkside unimpeded.
Yeah.
But a couple of weeks before that show, when the Fiend was dangling me neck first above the ring, where were you? Because when I rewatched the footage, it was Rob Midas that kept me from going to the hospital that night.
Yeah. You know, hey, listen, I hold my hands up to my mistakes, but let's make one thing clear here. Even according to you, we were never a team. You didn't want my help. In fact, from the get-go, you never wanted my help, right? You tried to get me to stay back. So now you're complaining that I did stay back? Wow, you are a little bitch, aren't you? I mean, I'm not surprised you and Midas teamed up. I mean, what are you both? Marks with mics? You know, wow. You can talk a little bit, can't you? Great, but you're a choke artist too, right? I mean, that's pretty much all you do. You choke, right? When you're on the big stage, you complain, you whinge, you moan. You say Kyle Decker holds you back. You say all these things hold you back, but you've never stepped up to the plate, right? Now you see, like you put it in context of me. I've beaten the champion several times, and yet I've never gotten a main event shot, but I don't whinge. I don't bitch and moan about, why I come out here and I do my job. I do what I'm paid to do. And you see the thing, James, all you've done again is bitch, complain, and whine and moan until you've gotten your way. You stamp your little feet like a fucking toddler every time. And people kowtow to you and they bow to you because there's some sort of mystique. But here's the thing, I'm not afraid of you, James. And much like other people, I would say you've betrayed me, but again, we were never a team. Never a team. But I don't like bullies. I don't like bullies, and that's what you do. And you're the worst kind of bully. You're the worst kind of bully. You're the one that comes in, you throw your weight around, and you make a big scene, all this stuff. But then when somebody stands up to you, you bitch out.
Cutter, I have never once backed down from any challenge. You call me a little bitch and a bully. It's fun how you connect those two. And I might be, as you say, a little bitch, but at least I am not a giant disappointment. You are 7 foot tall and 300 pounds, and you still don't measure up. Everything you've done here has been one failure after another. Selena made you her bitch. Yeah, you beat your manager. Well done. Everyone else has too. This season, the only time you have even been vaguely relevant is when you are connected to me. Hell, you got beaten by Jim Morris, and on the last show, you weren't even booked. And you want to come in here and accuse me? No, it doesn't work like that, Connor. Just because...
Remind me again which one of us held the title?
The tag team titles. Well done. Title. And it only took... What title?
Sorry, and what titles have you held? What? Oh, 0. Fucking 0. Because again, you're a choke artist.
Yeah, I don't need pretty jewelry to make me feel good, Julia Roberts. You can be going around here playing pretty woman all you want, but the fact is you are standing on the street corner and no one is even stopping for directions. And that is why you are here trying to get in my face, trying to make yourself relevant and trying to get yourself booked on the next pay-per-view.
Here's the thing, James. All right. Before you stamp your little feet again, okay, because I can see it's just boiling up inside you. You want to throw a little tantrum. I know, I can sense it. I don't need to bow down to you. I don't need to prove anything to anybody. A long time ago, I became my own man and I'm doing my own thing. Again, I don't bitch and moan when I don't get my way, unlike some people. I don't run to Rob Midas so he can fucking change my nappy and make everything all better. Give me a little kiss and tell me everything's going to be okay. I don't need to do that. And James, if you're such a vicious fighter, a big bad man, why don't you come into the ring and fucking prove it, you piece of fucking shit?
You know, Cutter, I might just do that. You see, our track record is very clear. You have never beaten me, and every time we lock up, I walk away with the victory. The first time it cost you your undefeated streak, and it got your jaw injured. Next time, you're going to find out that you're not only outmanned, you're not only outgunned, but by the time I'm done with you, you're out of business. But not before I give you one last job.
Scene.
That was I wasn't that was a good.
No, that was
let that go.
Jeff's kiss. Jeff's kiss, lads, and that's a feud.
Yes, more of this, please. More of this, please.
I used to be, I used to be terrified doing promos with Jamie. I'm fucking terrified to do a promo with Cutter now.
He has real life motivation because he had a bad day.
Fucking angry on a bad day.
There's nothing better than that.
I just found out I was meant to go training tomorrow, fucking in Limerick, and I just found out I can't go, and it's pissed me off as well.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Hello.
Carry on. So, in that case, lads, wonderful promo that was. I'm giving both of you a +3 to your rolls. So,
shit. Fucking hell! It's been such a long 1 second.
I know, right?
I said the same thing.
Audience James.
Oh, fucking 10.
That's the first +3 for a promo.
What's that?
Is that the first +3 for a promo?
I've had a +4 for KC once. I gave him a free audience, but I've never given +3.
Was that when he had the list? That was fucking brilliant. That deserved the 4. That was fucking brilliant.
Yes.
Also, like, I need to point there that, like, that promo is so interesting. Amy came off of her being like not being on video just so she could watch. Like, no, I need to see this. This is good.
And I spent the entire time looking down at my phone. But I wasn't used to seeing my reaction was there. I also had the same reaction as Jane. Has Cutter held a tag championship?
He has with the Ross family, yes.
I was
He won it, but
we were the first tag team champions, but then I got that's when I got fucking turned on, and
I do want to say one thing though.
Hold on, so I just want to confirm one thing. So Cutter was used like a whore, basically. He just chewed up. Okay, James, remember that.
Definitely use it because I won the tag titles essentially single-handedly.
Yes.
And then Garrick and the Rose family turned on me, and then I destroyed the family.
Yes.
Yeah, no, because I think me and James both had the same reaction. We could not remember you being a champion at all. It would show we're both being managed by Midas, so it would make sense that we have no idea what's going on outside of the bubble.
Outside the training camp.
I only actively held it for one show before they turned, wasn't it?
It was a couple of a couple of ones. Yeah, it was kind of like I think you had a month run. I think, as far as I remember. I could be wrong, but you could be right.
There is one thing I want to mention though, just in part of Jamie's promo, and obviously I wasn't interrupting. I was like, no fucking way I'm interrupting. But you said when I came to help you, you were facing the Fiend, is what you said.
Yes. We are going to get sued, but it's fine.
It was the shortest, quickest run I've ever seen in WWE. So much so that they actually got rid of Bray Wyatt afterwards.
Yeah.
Is there any chance we can do a bad overdub of the word wraith?
when I was hanging by my feet from wraith.
see if you can get the Stephen Hawkins robotic voice.
Wraith. Yeah, I'll get fucking Alexa to dub it over. Be fine. So yes, Cutter, thanks to that, and not only did you meet your match objective, but you also got a critical role on that. So that's a double audience.
Did I have a match objective? What was my match objective?
Was the call? I actually forgot to send. I forgot to send it to you, but you was the call. You basically were to call James Rage a coward, which you did. So
okay.
So without even knowing, it was a no look. It was a no look match objective. Nicely done. So with that then, right then. So we move on to our next match then. We get a room bell and we move on to our next match. Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is scheduled for one fall.
One fall.
Ah, scared.
One fall.
Introducing to the ring first, weighing in at 179 pounds from New Orleans, USA, Davina Lovo. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it was certainly a war of words backstage, but we are back in the ring here with some more singles competition, and it's Davina Lovo out first in this match. Of course, a member of the newly formed Mile High Club that will be challenging for the tag team titles later on tonight. We should be interested to see how that match is going to go. But for now, the third member of that group is going to take on one of the victors, if you will, from Darkside. And indeed she is. And her opponent, weighing in at 202 pounds from Inverness, Scotland, Connor Law.
So, a bit of an unusual turn for myself. So I'm coming out, draped in the Scottish flag, got a smile on my face as I'm making my way down to the ring, kind of high-fiving the crowd, kind of getting revved up the steps, through the ropes, and ready to get the match underway. I've got that Stephen Hawking soundbite, by the way, if you want it.
Yes!
always working, Dave.
Kira, ignore that message. That wasn't meant to send to you.
Then unsend it.
No, because she was on it. She already saw it like straight away too. Was like just chatting.
I'll email it to you,
That's
Jonathan. Just give me your email.
That's a definite nude. That's a definite nude sent to Kira.
I think I would have rathered it was a nude.
Oh, it's a very different context then. So yeah, the commentators are going here. Well, obviously, Conor is in a very good mood after essentially winning twice at Darkside, as you mentioned earlier on, in what was perhaps a first for Future Wrestling and indeed all of wrestling in the inverse match. Certainly a lot to unpack from that particular contest, but at least for Conor, he's certainly feeling good about it, and hopefully he's going to back it up with another win here against Davina Laveau. And indeed you are. So it's a quick enough match. 9 spots altogether, Dave. So I'll roll for Davina. Let's get on the way.
11
beats my 9. So Dave, you start off.
My phone is not compatible. There we go. So I just start off with just a running sharp kind of clothesline straight off the bat, just catching her off guard and just kind of shooting with a clothesline.
Grant. That'll be a work roll on that then, please. +1.
+1. 7.
And +1 gets you over the line. So that is successful. Clothesline hits. And we move on to our next spot.
9
beats my 6. So Dave, you're still in control.
So from the clothesline, I will go off the ropes and into a leg drop and a quick pin. Obviously not going to get the 1, 2, 3, but
you're
just
working
a little cheeky early pin. Yeah.
Fair enough. Work on that then again. +1. 9 with the 1 makes it a 10. So more momentum built up. Quick pin. Obviously, Davina will kick out on that, as you said. So we move on to our next roll from there.
Oh, snake eyes.
Ooh, unlucky. Well, Davina plays your state of blushes by rolling a 5. So you go for a quick pin from there. So I would like to perhaps see you go for kind of a power move, maybe go for a bomb of some kind, and essentially Davina will kind of roll through. And what would you go for from there? She will probably go for, she's going to go for a fairly lucky roll here. So she is going to go for a, what is it called? It's not, sorry. You're going for a power bomb. Yeah, it's very simple. I'm just going to go for a head scissors from there and hopefully get you onto the rope, basically. So it'll be a luck roll for that, for Davina, which is a +2. And critical, in fact. So it's a critical head scissors. So you're going to basically, instead of going to be hitting the rope, you're going to hit the corner. So it'll be a kind of like face turnbuckle idea. So you get some momentum out of that, which is nice in a sense. So we move on from there and give her a next roll.
6 and 3 is 9.
9. I also roll 9. So let's go again.
11.
I roll 9 again. So Dave,
cool.
You can recover from here. So you've hit the head scissors has made you hit your head on the turnbuckle. So go from there.
Yeah. So I would imagine Davina would be coming at me with maybe like a running knee if I'm kind of down. So I will move out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
She'll run into the turnbuckle and I will lift her up to do a back body drop from the second turnbuckle.
Back body drop. Okay.
So literally just
I'll treat it as a power roll, Conor. So that's a straight roll for you.
Cool. 5.
5. Okay, so you're gonna go for the back body drop for the second rope, and I think what I will have Davina do is kind of let's see, I'll have her kind of elbow you off the turnbuckle, so you're back into the ring, and she's just gonna hit you with a cross body then. So it's gonna be one of those ones where she's kind of behind and she's kind of like arcing over to hit you. So it'll be another look roll for Davina. Let's see if she makes it work. That's scary. So So she gets that. Jesus Christ, what's in these dice tonight? So she hits her with the crossbody and she rolled through. She won't go for a pin from that. But yeah, so give us your next roll, Dave, and see what happens.
With any luck, 7.
7. That's more like a 5 for Davina Laveau. So go from here.
So out of the crossbody, I'm kind of feeding back up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still a bit groggy from the Titanic monstrous crossbody that I just received.
Yes.
And then what I'll do is I will go for a kick to the stomach and a delayed suplex just to get my breathing back, just to get my energy
I like
back.
That. Yeah. Grand. Work roll on that then, please, Conor Lock. +1.
9.
9 and more momentum for you there. Delayed suplex successful. So that's a halfway mark of the match. So let's see who takes advantage from here.
8.
8 beats Davina's 6. So Dave, you are still in control of the match.
Cool. So what I want to do now after that is I will, after the suspended suplex, pick her up by the head, feed her up by the head, whip her into the ropes and just go for a belly to back. Just literally just lift it over.
Yep. Okay, we'll go for another power on that then, Dave. 10, nicely done. Belly to back successful, and more momentum for you on that. So, next roll for yourself, Dave, and for Davina. Oh, it's a critical. Beats my 9. So, Dave, you have a perk. You can have double momentum, double spot, or a free audience. What would you like?
I'm going to go for double spot.
All right, then. So, name your spots. What would you like to do?
So, for this spot, I am going to go for a Highland Spike.
Okay.
And use what momentum I currently have.
Right, so you're going for, that's your first spot then, I presume. So
yep.
What's the second spot you'd like to do?
So the second spot after that then is to kind of put the nail in the coffin and then go for the looming tower and just completely bury her with 2 finishers.
Over 2 finishers, right. So you currently have 5 momentum. So do you want to use, which way do you want to split it basically? Do you want to use all 5 in the last one or between the 2?
I'll split it 3-2.
3-2. Okay, right. So you're going to spend 3 on the first one. So this is on the on the Highland Spike. So let's see how that roll goes. That makes it critical. So that's good. That's a start. And now for the Lumen Tower, this is going to be a +2 roll.
Okay. 7.
7 and makes that a 9 altogether. So the Highland Spike was more, I suppose, more impactful. So you get an audience from that. And then you go for the Lumen Tower down, which is not as successful, but the 2 successful pots get your momentum back as well. So it's a 9. Are you going for the pin from that? All right. Let's see if Davina Love can beat that. And she can get 2 finishers. There we go. So 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this contest, Conor Law. So, Conor, nicely done there. Any afters in particular?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the psychology angle here. I'm basically going to go over to Davina, check if she's all right, kind of check if she's not too injured, and kind of pat her on the back, make sure the ref checks her out, roll out of the ring with the Scottish flag kind of held behind me, and then walk up the ramp.
Interesting. Fair enough. And so again, the contest is going well. As I say, it was a pretty even contest between Conor Lock and Davina Laveau, 2 very young competitors in that sense, young and hungry for success, and it was Conor Lock winning out on this one. But you have to say Conor Lock has very much been in a jovial mood. I think it's the happiest I've seen him all season. It just goes to show you how much a big win on a pay-per-view can do for you psychologically. And as for Conor Lock, I suppose it's been another great day in the office for him as he heads backstage. And we were going to put a commercial from that, folks. And we do. So that's your match objective as well, because you were being babyface in that match. Yeah. So nicely done.
That felt wrong.
I know, it's weird, isn't it? It's like, oh, what's going on here?
Fucking.
I don't want to be Alan Moore.
Fucking shower after that. Like, do you know what? If I see the heel way I was going to do it was before you said that match objective, I was actually going to come out on the scooter.
You You naughty boy. Naughty boy.
I was going to come out on the scooter, get to the top of the ramp, and just throw it off the side and just be like, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like I was just going to be
riding yourself
off
the stage. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Then I look at the match objective and go, well, fuck my plans. That's
well, keep it in reserve for next week. You never know, man. You never know. Will always do well. So yeah, you get your audience out of it either way. So nicely done. So we get to the we've done the.
I love the conversation going on between Kieran and Amy silently. Like
it happens all the time. Just it's the best. Like, yeah, they pop themselves. Like
you have breasts. I've got breasts too.
That is literally a conversation. Because Katie just
that is so not the conversation. That is so not the conversation. The fucking conversation that was sent between Amy and fucking Kieran was, would you look at the size of the cock and that? And Kieran went back, Amy, that's your cock. And Amy was like, yeah, it is.
Yes.
That is so close to the actual conversation, Gary. It's actually scary.
I didn't know you had a penis.
Of course she does. She has the biggest cock out of the entire group. Let's be perfectly honest about that.
Fair enough.
That's true.
She's definitely a fan of the crying game anyway, that's for sure.
I'd like to just actually point out I am not trans pre or post op. I just want to be clear on that, guys. Okay?
To be fair, thanks to the Selena and Credo split, we can tell what you would be like pre or post op.
Well, Amy, let's be honest, if the cock fits.
Hey!
And that's what she said.
Ew! Oh God!
Don't worry, all of this is getting cut out.
No, it needs to stay in.
Post credit scene.
Yeah.
I actually have a headache now. Like that's just
that's the next one. Forget Car Ride from Hell. It's if the cock fits after.
The cock fits.
Just have L context.
Yeah.
An L context like Looper.
Yeah.
Like she bought like a cage that was too small for her actual chicken, you know.
Yeah.
Doesn't fit.
It's the revenge of Hillary Clinton. It's all extended.
So, if you want me to bring that back, I'll bring that back.
Okay. It's probably best if we don't, to be fair.
When's our next pay-per-view?
After this, it'll be 4 more shows after this. So yeah, a month basically.
Have we got a name for it yet? No.
Yes, Last Stand 2.
The return of Kyle.
I was gonna say, I was wondering who was challenging for the title next.
Yeah,
he's due. I mean, he's made more appearances on this than Casey Colt has. So realistically, he's probably due a title shot at this point.
He has a PowerPoint presentation for management and everything to convince them.
He has a few. He has one just to try and get a sponsorship.
Hey, you have to admire the hustle, lads. You have to admire the hustle. So with that in mind, then we go backstage and we are met by John Newsreader Voice. Welcome back to Future Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. I'm John Newsreader Voice. Your headlines tonight: Violet Storm is angry, and she's beside me right now. Violet Storm, thank you for joining me here. Obviously, you have lost the Future World Championship and you are not happy about it. Can you tell us why?
Did you watch Dark Side?
I was away on assignment.
And you didn't think to prepare for an interview. Well done. You can ask anybody outside. They know exactly why I'm mad and I haven't got any answers yet.
Are you referring to the general manager, Kyle Decker, in your situation?
Yes. Really? It's not exactly rocket science here. I am very certain that this was not how things were supposed to go. This was not the plan. And I'm going to prove to everybody why.
Obviously, you were referring to how the match ended last week at Darkside. We obviously know about how you slapped Kyle Decker in the face. How frustrated are you at him, at the situation, and how are you going to prove that you're material for the World Championship again?
Put it this way, Decker's dodging me. That's how frustrated I am. And I'm going to prove it by making everybody tap. That's how. I'm going to, if you want to make me tap out, then yeah, absolutely, bring it. I'm going to make
Storm, I am going to leave now because I'm now very scared of you. But thank you for your time tonight, and best of luck in your match. And more so, best of luck for Jimmy Morris as well. And now the weather with Mike Dublin. And we'll leave it there. So, so I like that promo. So, so Kira, I'll add a +1 to your look. So that's I'll neutralize your look there. So it's a straight roll for the promo. When you're ready.
That's what happens when you rush.
I'm sorry. I have her off kilter. Momentum. There you go. Momentum for Violet Storm. So, nicely done there. And I will go back then to ringside with Mike Dublin. Well, as you can see there, Violet Storm not happy at all at how Darkside played out. Obviously, very controversial circumstances. We've been hearing conflicting reports. It was a verbal submission. We heard of the referee stoppage. We haven't had a really definitive answer, but ultimately, all we know is that Casey Colt is the future world champion. And unfortunately, Violet Storm is now going to be back on the road for contendership. And what better way to start, I suppose, than by, I suppose, facing off against the lieutenant of the Rose family. She faces off against Jimmy Morris in a couple of moments' time. But unfortunately, during that interview with Violet Storm, the Rose family has entered the ring. So let's cut now and hear what Fred Rose has to say. If you don't mind, Mr. Dublin, I can take it from here. Ladies and gentlemen, the Rose family are having a little bit of I can't say a purple patch right now, but let's just say we, for the first time in a long time, are without gold in the family. Now, I'm not going to center the blame on anyone in particular because we are, after all, a family, and the family takes responsibility for everyone else. But let me make things perfectly clear. This family is on borrowed time. As I've said countless times, from this season and the last season, success is the only motto of the family. You either win or you cheat to win. You do not lose. And that goes for Damon Garrick. That goes for my wonderful daughter, Dahlia. And it goes for the hired gun, Mr. Jimmy Morris. Now, Mr. Morris, you have done wonderful things for our family. You have earned yourself a lot of money, and you have earned us a lot of gold. But make no mistake, I want to see the real Jim E. Morris tonight. I want to see the backstabber. I want to see the bad guy that everybody hates. I don't want to see any respect from you tonight. I don't care if you're going up against a former world champion or you're going up against a wet behind the ears trainee. You do not show respect. You do not shake hands. You do not smile. You do not placate to this crowd. You are ours, Mr. Morris. So by all means, show these people how good, or indeed how bad, you can be. Or else, perhaps the Rose family will not require your services anymore. And that wonderful pot you earned for the Rose games will come back to the family and you'll be left with nothing. Do I make myself clear, Mr. Morris?
Just going to give you a dirty look until you get out.
I sincerely hope you take my advice on board. And indeed we do. So the ring announcer goes, ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is scheduled for one fall.
One fall.
Already in the ring, weighing in at 231 pounds from County Cork, Ireland, representing the Rose family, Jim E. Morris. So, Jimmy, anything to your, very sudden entrance, or have you got any other little tidbits?
No, I'm just going to have a very, very moody look on my face for obvious reasons. And just be like, just a bit fired up and just ready to go, like, just screaming for Violet to get out.
I like that. And indeed she does. The music hits, and we get the ring announcer. Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, weighing in at 190 pounds from Dublin, Ireland, Violet Storm. So, here, talk us through your entrance.
Pretty much out onto the ramp and straight down to the ring. No bad handling, no looking at the crowd and nothing. Just laser focused into the ring.
Well, as you may have seen from Dark Side, these are two competitors who really want to get back to winning ways. Both have, in fact, lost their titles last week, which has obviously not gone well in either camp. Obviously, the tension is, you can cut the tension in a knife, to be perfectly honest, between the Rose family and with Violet Storm as well, and the general manager. Neither are in a perfectly good headspace right now, but what better way to ease some of those wrongdoings than with a perfectly good win tonight for one of these opponents. And you will see. So, guys, this is going to be 10 spots for your match. So, as is tradition, give us your first roll to see who wins the first. Who gets first blood in this match? 7 for Jimmy Mars.
5.
5. So, Aaron, you're going to start off.
I suppose the two of us are going to be really pissed off at what happened. So, both of us go head to head. Back up and hit a hard lock up, and I take control and whip her into the corner and running afterwards, and then hit a monkey flip.
Monkey flip, right. So that all to me sounds like a work roll, Jim Mars. So +1 roll to you. Ooh, nearly critical. So very much the intensity you're looking for there, Jim, and you get the momentum out of it. So next roll, lads, for your next spot. It's an 11. Ooh, and 6 for Jimmy Mars. So Kira, you are going to respond, and very fucking respond to the monkey flip. What's going to happen here?
Okay, so what, we are feeding back up again?
Yes.
Then I want to go for a spear and get him into an armbar.
Ooh, okay, armbar. So that's a work roll, and your stats have very much changed since the last time we wrestled. It's a +2 and momentum. So you are in the armbar. So are you going for submission here, or is it more of a wear down?
Yeah, all the time.
Right. So the roll goes to Jim Morris. So let's see if you can beat a 10. Positive roll should do, and that will do. So you get onto the rope eventually, and we get a break from there. So lovely stuff, lads. And next roll. It's an 8. Oh, beats the 9. So Kira, it's all yours.
Okay. Okay, so run the ropes and
Yes.
Fucking hell, what's the name?
So you feed back up from the
You
armbar.
literally see the move is there and it's gone. Okay, go for it. Drop toe into figure 4.
Really going for the tap out here. Right, it's another work roll, +2. Okay, well the +2 does get you into the hole at least. So this is an 8 altogether, Aaron. So any positive roll will do the trick here. Oh, okay, that's interesting. You're in the figure 4, right? So for this next spot, then you are currently still in the hole. So let's give our next roll then and see what happens from here. It's a 7. And that's a 9. Okay, so Kira, you are currently still in the figure 4. So you can keep the hold on, or do you want to switch? What would you like to do?
I want to really wrench them.
Okay, so you want to torque it. So that'll be another work roll on that then. So let's see. That's a bit closer now. That's an 11. So the torque is helpful here. So Aaron, let's see if you can get out of it this time. You can. Nicely done. Nicely done. That's a reversal. So reverse the flow, and that breaks up the figure 4. So that's how you do it. Nicely done, Aaron. Nicely done. So we get separation from there, and we move on to our next spot. So there you go. That's an 8 for Kira, and an 8 again. Roll again, lads.
Ah, shit.
5 and 4. Kira, you just about get it.
Just
about. So he's reversed the flow on the figure 4. You've separated, and you're charging towards each other again. So what are you going to go from here?
I want to go for a drop kick to the knee.
Drop kick to the knee. Yeah, I'm going to go for a reel on that, which is a -1. Then you're targeting a limb. It's successful. You do hit the knee with it. So dropkick successful. You get the momentum out of it. And we move on to our next spot. That's a 4, a 7. So Jim, you're back in now. So your knee has been targeted with a drop kick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now her run towards me.
Mhm.
I'll roll. Oh no! What the fuck? From down from the knee.
You could let her
Yeah,
drop kick you could let her attempt to drop kick, sidestep, and then drop into the crossface.
We have a good suggestion from the gallery here.
Yeah, let's go with that. I can't think of anything else. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that.
All right then. So she'll go for a second drop kick and go for a crossface from there. So Jim Morris, that is a +1 work roll for that. Ooh! Wow! Holy shit! That's a critical. That is a critical. Hot damn!
Dare I say,
damn.
lock it in? Oh,
Oh shit! so that's Dave's pun of the day, ladies and gentlemen. So Jimmy Morris, you have Volastorm in a decent submission hold here. So Kira, let's see how your work roll goes. Can you wriggle out of it?
Yeah.
You can match it. So you're gonna be in the crossface. It'll be in for a couple of seconds, but you will break the hold eventually. But an audience for Jimmy Morris, and so good bit of momentum there. Nicely done, lads. It's a fucking cracking match. Should book you two more often. So okay, that's
The last
well
time
done.
Last time there was a chair involved last time.
Yeah, he's playing.
The last time was when I started off that whole I got abused or I got attacked first angle. She attacked me first. The cat's also in China.
Cat's getting into the.
Ow.
I expect the cat to go, "This is awesome." Wherever the cat is for that. So guys, we have 4 more spots to go. Give us your next roll. That's a 4. That's a 6. So marginally better, but Kira, next roll goes to you.
Okay. So I reversed into a crossface, is it?
He was in the crossface, and you were able to
Separate.
separate out of it. Yeah. So you have kind of free reign over what to do next year.
Okay. Would I be able to transition into a triangle chokehold?
You could do, certainly, yeah. That is possible. Again, a work roll for you on that one, +2. And it's a 9. So again, so it's the same kind of story, Jim. You can break out of it with a superior roll. And we'll take that because it was the same. It was matched the role of Kira's initially. So it'll be kind of the same story where like you're in the triangle for a while and you'll just get a rope separation from that. So same story again. You'll break out of it and we get a separation for our next spot. So guys, give us your next rolls. 4 and 7. Okay, Jim, you take this one.
So we'll get out of it, and I'm going to take a second by rolling out of the ring. Usual shit that I do every single match. Roll out of the ring. Let Violet follow me.
Mm-hmm.
I get back in. I run around. I get back in. She tries to come into the middle rope, and I hit the Randy Orton spike DDT from the second rope.
I like that. Work roll for that one, +1. And successful. So momentum for Jimmy Morris there. And we move on to our penultimate spot, lads. So go from there. Let's see who gets the roll.
Another 7.
7. And 7 as well. Let's roll again. 9. 10. Kira, it's just about yours. So you have just been hit with a spike DDT. So I presume you're getting fed up from there. So what would you like to do to reply?
Then I want to go for a spinning heel kick.
Spinning heel kick. Okay, I like that.
Disney again.
Yeah, and that'll be I'll try that as a real roll, -1. And you hit the spinning heel kick, successful. And I presume it's very much gonna hit the target indeed. So we get to our last spot before the finish, lads. So give us your next rolls.
Jesus Christ, I'm just hitting every variation of 7 I can think of.
Yeah, 7's great, but it's not a 12. So
Yeah.
so Ciara, this is gonna, so seeing this is the last spot before the finish, you can have a double momentum or free audience. What would you like?
Double momentum.
I didn't get that option when I wore 12.
That was 12
Did
to
I?
break out of the hold.
It was also +1.
And
It's also
also,
+1,
and also tough shit.
It was basically, could you if you had to beat Ciara's 11, which you did, so you broke out of the hole. That's what the 12 was for. So
But did I get another one again when they hit an 11 and the +1? Or was
No,
that not?
that was
It's
that was
only
that
one
wasn't.
natural.
Oh, I cool. Oh, I got mixed up with that one. Oh, that's
No.
fine. Yeah, that was my own fault.
no.
Can I mute him? Can I report him?
I'm reporting for spam.
Can you get banned from
Plenty,
Zoom?
plenty of people have reported me. None of them fucking succeeded. So go fuck
That
yourself.
has to be actually the most Karen thing you've ever done in a phone call. Like we're a group of friends in a phone call, and you literally just went, "Can I speak to the manager of our friends group?"
It's like that. You have no authority, Jackie Weaver. You have no authority.
Thanks for the idea, Amy. Much appreciated.
Read the standing orders. Anyway, so
You
yes,
can, you can already see Dave's head working like, right, what picture am I going to create now?
Over his head. Bing! so Ciara, this spot is worth the momentum. What would you like to do?
So I'm after hitting the spinning heel kick. That I want to go for Boston Crab on the knee
Boston
there.
Crab. Oh, I like it. Work roll +2. And it's successful. You'll get the momentum out of it. And so again, Aaron, positive roll will get you out of the Boston Crab. And that will do. A 9 will do. So we get to the finish from here, lads. So I'll let you know about your momentum first. But Aaron, what finish would you like to do after getting out of the Boston Crab?
So after getting out of the Boston Crab, I drawing a blank.
That's fine. Now, of course, you do have Fred Rose at ringside. That's an option.
No, I want to prove a point. Obviously, going to flop fat in my face when I do it, but I'll probably try and prove a point.
Get ready for your victory, Ciara. Get ready for your victory.
Okay, so I'll get up once I get out of that. If I start arguing with the ref.
Okay. So she's gonna be frustrated.
Oh,
at
how
the-
did I get? Yeah, be
Because I'm
frustrated
so
at the
aggro.
ref.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you just yeah. Let her. I'm gonna get up. I'll drag myself up from the ropes. She'll turn around, and I'll go for a something.
You've been going for Larry at last week, haven't you? So
I did. Yeah, I've gone for the Larry. Yeah, but I want to do something like different. You know, new year, new me.
Something. Spinning lariat, diving lariat, leaping lariat.
Go for actually. Do you know what? Yeah, go for the spinning lariat. Yeah, and
Okay.
bounce off the ropes, and let me bounce off the ropes. I'll turn and I hit her with a really. Yeah, that works.
Okay. All we needed was an adjective, lads. That's all we needed.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we got there. Yeah.
exactly. So for as opposed to yourself, Ciara, obviously Jimmy Morris has reached the ropes in terms of the Boston Crab. But how would you like to finish the match from here?
If he's reached the ropes, then I want to drag him right back into the center of the ring and go for a storm warning.
You're going to hit him with a storm warning, right? So again, working over that knee. Okay, so momentum-wise, Jimmy Morris, you have a score of 5. Violet Storm, you have a score of 10.
Oh no! I wonder who's going to win this match. This is very shocking.
Mild shock.
Neener.
So
I should just get a 12 on this because it's not going to fucking matter unless she gets a fucking snake eye.
Fuck do you?
So, Aaron, you will roll first. Obviously, I'm presuming you're using your momentum, so +5.
Does it even fucking matter anymore? It's an 8.
Okay, so Kira, it's a 13 to beat.
13.
Don't roll snake eyes. She didn't. She matched your roll. So, so with that then, so Kira, talk us through the finish then. So you drag him into the middle of the ring and take him there.
So if he has a hold rope, I want to actually give his leg a kick. Yeah, his arm a kick. Let him get him to release it before dragging him back in the center of the ring and locking in sharpshooter. And just holding on until he taps.
He taps very well, and we'll get the bell ring from there. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by submission, Violet Storm. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was a fast, furious, and technically sound match from two of perhaps the most sounded wrestlers on the roster in Violet Storm and Jimmy Morris. So trading submission holds since the bell rang. There's incredible exhibition of technical wrestling. But Violet Storm shown an incredible level of aggression and tenacity that I haven't seen for a very long time since she was chasing the World Championship, in fact. But nevertheless, that is the levels that she is showing of frustration, of anger towards the situation, and is unfortunately unleashed it on Jimmy Morris. And for Jimmy Morris, I think he's going to be in a lot more trouble with the Rose family, because the good pastor is here at ringside. He does not look too happy at all. So, afters-wise, we'll start with you, Kira. Have you got any afters for this match in mind?
Nothing really. I literally, as soon as he taps, I dropped his legs and I'm gone.
Peace out. And the other companies will go. And no puppet ceremony here for Violet Storm. The job is done as far as she's concerned. She means every single word she said to our backstage reporter earlier on. She's going to tap out every single person until she gets that championship back. And going by what we see in the middle of the ring here, who are we to disagree with that? And we cut back to Jimmy Morris in the middle of the ring. So Fred Rose is very displeased at ringside. He's like kind of like hands on hips, shaking his head, tutting. How does that make you feel, Jimmy Morris? How are you feeling about this match?
I suppose he can start giving me shit, and I'll obviously be frustrated. I'm like, all the success you've had is from everybody else, including me, and I'll walk out.
Ooh, very, very
It's technically true, because the two titles the two times they won the tag titles, it's been somebody else. So I'm very smart.
You thought this through. I like that.
Fucking
I like that.
Psychology,
lad.
Yeah.
Think about it. So again, the commentators will go. Like I said, we've heard from Fred Rose. It's not been a happy time for the Rose family, and the tensions continue to rise here as Jimmy Morris fails to win this contest. It'll be interesting to see how this develops over time. But for now, at least the Rose family are still without a win for the last couple of weeks. It has to be said. It's not been a good run for the team. And we'll leave it there. Also, well done to both of you for filling your match objectives. So a double audience for both of you. It's nicely done, lads. So good stuff on that. So lovely stuff. And we go to commercial from there. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Future Wrestling on the VCR Network. I'm John, Newsreader Voice. I'm currently being joined in the studio by one Mr. Rob Midas, who has an announcement to make. Mr. Midas, thank you for joining me here in the studio tonight.
Yes, I do. What's your name again?
John, Newsreader Voice for the VCR Network.
John. I don't know. It's just very forgettable.
My mother says that all the time during Christmas dinner.
Yes, I'm sure she does. I've forgotten again. John.
Newsreader Voice for the VCR Network.
Okay. If that is your real name. But yes, I do have an announcement, and it's a momentous occasion. Because I am officially retiring from active duty service, whichever way you want to say it. I will no longer be competing for Future Wrestling because I have better things to do. And I thought I'd go out on a high. So, I'm retiring. No longer fighting. Because, there's no one else really for me to fight. I could beat anybody, and I have this partnership with James now, and our little alliance is coming along nicely. So there's no longer any need for me to fight anymore. So, Mr. Newsreader Voice, I am officially retiring from in-ring Ian,
Obviously, it's an
Officially-
emotional time for you, Mr.
Yes.
Rob Midas, for you to retire at such a tender age. Is there any reason really why you are retiring? Is it injury, or are you in a highly emotional state?
I think I'm just happy with the body of work that I have in the past. And, I don't want that ruined, when people, they go on too long and they wrestle for too many years and it just gets shit. I want to go out on a high. I want to have a look back on my matches and go, they were fucking brilliant. So, yeah, I suppose emotion would come into it. But, yeah, I'm just very happy with the matches I've had and I don't really need to do any more. Simple as that, Mr. Newsreader Voice.
I do actually have one more question for you, Rob Midas, and it's involving your career as a... Actually, apologies, I'm just getting some late breaking news here on the VCR news desk. My car is blocking the fire exit. I'll be back in a moment. So at that point then, seemingly an intern takes to the microphone and continues the interview.
So, Mr. Rob Midas, I wanted to ask you a question. Why are you retiring from MMA competition?
Who the fuck are you?
Your man's boyfriend. Who do you think?
You got him. You broke him.
I refuse to believe that's Dave. I refuse to believe that's Dave.
You're gonna answer the question or what? I'm on the fucking clock here.
Oh. He's the tears. Oh. This better go on the fucking bloopers. God
Is this
damn it.
all going in the edit?
Still fucking waiting. Do I get half a pay out of this?
Jerry's gone. He's gone.
Oh.
Can we end it there? He's not fucking answering the question.
Quit while you're ahead. Quit while you're ahead.
Where the fuck is Newsreader Voice? I didn't sign up for this.
Oh, God.
It's already the best feeling I've ever booked.
I can't breathe.
I have a headache from laughing.
Oh.
When you're ready, Jerry.
Dave, can we please start that again?
No, that's all saying.
No. You can stay in, but it needs to be started again. Fuck that. Oh,
Yeah, no bother. No bother.
just please don't do that, please. Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. It's bad enough trying to do the promo knowing that it's you doing the fucking voice. So please.
Fire away.
No, you're the one that answered the question, you stupid bollocks. Okay.
Okay. Mr. Midas. Why are you deciding to retire from in-ring competition?
Who the fuck are you?
I'm an intern.
You're an intern.
Yes.
Right.
So can you answer my question, please?
So you're asking me why I'm retiring. I've already answered the question. I already told.
You haven't answered the question to me.
So you want to be a cheeky little fuck? Is that it? Okay.
Whatever gets
Fair.
me to the top, Mr. Midas,
Being a cheeky little fuck won't get you to the top.
gets me on your team.
It won't get you on my team. I can fucking guarantee you that now. But I'll answer your question if that's what you really want. I'm retiring because I don't need to fight anymore. I've had many great matches and they've all been absolutely 5-star and I don't need to have any more. It's as simple as that.
What's
Mr.
life like in wrestling being a ginger?
What's life like being a ginger? What's that got to do with wrestling?
In wrestling, Mr. Midas.
What's that got to do with wrestling?
Do you not feel discriminate against from time to time.
Discriminated against? No, I don't. Do you feel discriminated against having a voice like fucking that?
You're mean.
Am I? Well, I tell you what. You can get the fuck out of my way. Get the fuck out of my way. And I just push you over and leave.
And scene.
Oh my God.
You almost got me a second time, Dave. That close.
I was so hoping when you asked the question the second time, you just fucking come out with the fucking quick.
Yeah.
The break.
When you said it a second time. Asked me the question. I said, "Who the fuck are you?" And I was like, "He's gonna say it again. I know he's gonna say it again."
No, I wouldn't do that.
No, be like, I already told you, you're Ma's boyfriend.
Your fucking mad boyfriend. Well, Dave, thank you very much for womanly setting up.
You're welcome.
Thank you. You're doing God's work out here. So yeah, Rob, you also got your match objective by pushing over.
Yes, I fucking did. Yes,
you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And Connor, considering that you pulled the blinder out there, I'm giving you an audience for that. Fuck that.
It was well needed, in fairness.
It was well needed.
Thank you.
So points all around, folks. Well done.
I'm working on my James Rage for future promos. Sorry, James.
All in good time. So with that, then we move on to our next match, if we can. So yeah, we come back from the Rob Midas promo, and we hear the bell ring. Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is a tag team match, and it is for the Future Wrestling Tag Team Championships. So we got our first entrance. Introducing first, weighing in at a combined weight of 401 pounds, the team of Negredo and Kevin Kite, the Mile High Club. Well, folks, welcome back to Future Wrestling here, and what better way to follow up on Dark Side with some more title action, and we are defending the tag team titles tonight as the highly exciting Mile High Club finally get their opportunity at the gold. The team of Kevin Kite and Negredo hoping to do the team proud as they go up against the newly crowned tag team champions, and as I say, no rest for the wicked. Just after recently winning the titles, they are about to defend it tonight. Let's see, can they keep it up? And we will. So, with that said, then we hear the music of Silver Fox, and we hear the ring announcer and their opponents, weighing in a combined weight of 431 pounds. They are the reigning future tag team champions, the team of Silver Fox and Joshua Delaney, the Young Bloods.
So, music is playing. Both of us come out. I am going to stand in the middle, but I'm going to go down to one knee. I'm going to do my signature pose with two belts.
Nice.
Waving them like that. Joshua is going to be right behind me, almost like the Kevin Nash pose.
Yeah.
Behind me with his one.
Nice.
We're doing that on the entranceway, so that it's a clear visual of what's going on. We're going to make our way down, get walking really fast, and then get into the ring. And, we do one more pose in the middle of the ring, and then we get ready.
Love it. So yeah. So again, the referee will take the tag team titles off you. He will do the procession and wave it around and do all those things the referees do. I don't pay attention to them, so I don't know. And so just did that to wind you up. So yeah, with that then, this match has 10 spots in it. So Foxy, who's starting off for your team?
I'm gonna have Joshua start off first.
You'll have Joshua. Well, I have Negredo starting off then for your team. So Edward's note on this side, Foxy, because I don't know if I said it to you or not. I have taken
new stats.
Your stats, yes. So
yes.
You're now on the luchador. You are on the high flyer set now instead of the luchador set, because it looked like a way off set. So essentially, it's pluses on looks and work, but massive negatives on power and real. So that's your difference. So it's more or less working to your style as opposed to the luchador one just didn't match for some reason. It didn't look right. So in any case, so we're starting off with Delaney and we're starting off in Negredo. So let's give her a next roll.
I know.
That's a 9, and Negredo rolls 8. So Delaney's going to start off.
Well, it's Negredo, is it?
Negredo, yeah.
Negredo. I'm gonna have Joshua Delaney do good old fashioned lock up where we showcase his power. Lock up. He's gonna like force him into the back of the rope. He's just gonna send him off, and just to kick things off straight away, he's gonna launch him up with a big back body drop.
Big back body drop. Okay.
Just to start it off different.
Yep, that works. I'll treat that as a work. So it's a +1.
+1. Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus, I needed it. It was a 6.
Ooh, certainly did. So yeah, Delaney just about gets some momentum there. So big bad drop successful. So we move on to our next spot. Any tag-ins from that side?
No. How many spots for this one? Sorry.
10. So we've already used up 1. So yeah, Negredo's gonna be staying in for this as well. So we can go for our next roll from there. That's a 9, and again, Negredo rolls 8. So Delaney has it again.
Big back body drop. While he's selling that, like Delaney's actually like really showcasing his power, like just generic freaking babyface kind of like posing, but
yeah,
he's not taking his eye off the prize though. Like he grabs him, cuts him off from his corner, and he's gonna hook him up, and he's gonna go for a big stalling suplex.
Stalling suplex, right? That's gonna be a power roll. So I'm gonna treat that as a -1.
-1.
Yep, -1.
An 8.
And it's another successful roll for Joshua Delaney. So yeah, the stalling suplex is successful. He hits it and gains momentum for it. So again, any attacks happening on this end?
No.
And Negredo will stay in for one more spot as well. So we'll give her next rolls and see what happens. That's a 10, and Negredo rolls 11.
Nice.
So he's going to take advantage here. So I want Delaney to feed him back up. I want to run the ropes basically, and and essentially he's going to try and like set him up for a sort of I suppose like a big boot or something like that. So he'll go for like kind of like a bicycle kick. That's what I was thinking of. So he's going to go for a bicycle kick. Negredo's going to dive underneath it, and he's going to go for an outside moonsault off the middle rope. So it'll be a luck roll for Negredo, which is a +1. And he hits the outside moonsault. So momentum for Negredo. So in that case, then he's going to tag in Kevin Kite from there. So Fox, I presume Delaney's going to be staying in from there.
Yeah.
Grand. So yeah, Kite's going to be in for this roll then, and Delaney's going to be in for this. So give her the next rolls and see what happens. That's a 10. And the least said about Kevin Kite's roll, the better. So, Foxy, you have this roll.
I can't go over like Amy and laughing in the background. Like,
you just find your match absolutely hilarious.
I know. I am aware of what's going on in the background. So, but yeah. So he's been hit with the outside moonsault. Did he go for a pin from that?
He went for the tag with Kevin Kite. So Kite's gonna be going for a move.
Sorry,
that's where
Kite is. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll have Kevin Kite probably as Delaney's feeding up, he'd probably be feeding up to the corner. Kite will probably go in to try and either do like a 10 punch or whatever he's gonna go for. But again, I'm gonna have Delaney slip out and probably hook him in as if he's gonna go for an electric chair.
Okay.
And if I'm successful, do that. Yeah.
Oh, electric teardrop. Right. So that'll be a power roll again then. So it'll be -1 for Delaney.
So even if he doesn't get it, Kite can actually reverse it out of something.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which he will have to.
We'll have to. Right. So yeah. So we're going to go from electric teardrop position. So I think I shall have Kite go for. What's he going to go for? He's probably going to go for a what he's going to go for? He's going to perhaps could he go for a flipping power bomb from there? The flipping bomb, possibly.
So
maybe.
If I'm going for the electric chair, if he wants to counter, he could slip down into a roll. I
actually, yeah, I was going to go for something flip, but I'll go for reverse Rana instead. So reverse Rana for that to do for on Kite's luck roll, which is successful. So he gets the roll from there, and nicks the momentum off Delaney. So Kite's gonna be staying in for this one, and is Delaney going to be going for tag here, or is Fox?
Yeah, he's going to tag.
He's going to go for tag today. Right. So yeah, there'll be a bit of back and forth. Delaney will slip through, and Fox will tag in. So it's between Kite and Fox now. So let's see what happens next.
7
beats my 4. So Silver Fox's first roll successful. What is he going to do?
So he's after coming in. I was going to say he's still on the mat and Fox comes in, but no. He's back up. So Fox is going to use his speed. He's going to basically, as Kite gets up, he's going to run by him. While he's disoriented, Kite will throw a line. He'll duck that, hit the rope, springboard in the spinning crossbody.
Crossbody, right. So that is a luck roll, and Foxy, you'll be loving to hear this. +1.
Yay. Oh, yay. I'm so used to it being like, no.
No, yeah. Finally, the system makes sense.
Oh, God.
Character makes sense.
Grand. Oh, thank God.
And yeah, nicely done. So first bit of momentum for Silver Fox in this match, and Kevin Kite takes the flipping cross body. So Kite staying in for this next roll, as I take Fox's as well.
Yeah, Fox staying in.
Very well. So next roll goes to Wolf then. 10, 9. So Fox's next roll. So you hit the flipping crossbody. What happens next?
Flipping crossbody, get up while he's still on the ground. So I'm gonna, I'm just gonna have him. He's looking at the crowd, but like quickly he's just got emotions, like right. Then he's posing as if for something. He's gonna pick him up. He's gonna hook him in. Silver lining. He's going for that straight away.
Right. Okay. So that is going to be a straight roll on that. In that case, because it is your finisher. So you only have 2 momentum. So are you going to spend to make it happen, or do you want to keep it a straight roll?
I might just keep it a straight roll, just in case.
Keep it a straight roll. Right. And so this is to hit the silver lining. Ooh, that was so close, but you hit the silver lining. So that is successful and a very nice roll, in fact. So are you going for a pin from there?
No.
Okay. Right.
No.
So in that case, what I will do is I will get Negredo to take this next roll on Kite's behalf. So he's going to rush the ring and use his 5 seconds. So is that going to be the same case for Fox then? Is he staying in for this one?
Fox is staying in. So
yeah. Right. So this one's between Fox and Negredo. So
yeah. Okay.
Right. So let's see what happens at the roll.
8.
That's an 8, and the greater roll 6. So Fox, you're in control here.
So Negredo's coming in. He's trying to outspeed me, but like the angle that he comes in, he comes from corner. He tries to go for me. I duck, but Negredo goes to spring onto the top. But I'm gonna cut him off and quickly hook him in, and I'm gonna go for the blood tie from there.
Oh, all right, okay. So That is going to be it's going to be a luck roll from there. So that'll be a +1. So let's see if you hit that as well. Oh, okay. So it's a 10. You hit it, and you also get your match objective from that. So nicely done, Foxy. So nicely done. So we have 3 spots left, and we move on from there. So the Negredo's out of action. That gives Kyle a chance to recover. So he's back in the ring. Are you sticking with Fox, or is Delaney tagging in?
Delaney's tagging in.
Okay, so this is back to Delaney and Kevin Kite this time. So let's see what happens here.
Oh, shit.
That's a 9. I also roll 9, so we roll again. That's a 9 as well. I roll 10. So
Nice.
So Delaney's going to tag in here, but Kevin Kite has had a chance to recover. So Delaney's going to come in, and Kevin Kite's basically going to kind of catch him off guard. So he's going to go for a chop on the chest, and that'll get Delaney to turn his back on Kevin Kite, and he's going to go for a backstabber from there. So backstabber from that, which will be a luck roll, Kevin Kite, and it's a very snug backbreaker or backstabber at that. So he gets momentum for that, and Kite's going to be staying in the ring for this one. So I think is Delaney staying in, or is Fox intervening?
I think Delaney will stay in for this one.
Right then. So this is the next roll also. And that's a 9. And again, Lee said about that one is the better. Kevin Kite's a waffle job. So this roll goes to Delaney. So after the backstabber, what happens next?
Backstabber, Delaney selling up. Was it Kevin Kite that hit him, wasn't
It was Kite, yeah.
it? So Delaney feed up. He's still sounding back like majorly because it's a really hard, like a really stiff one, basically.
Yeah.
Take that soundboard, but
Take that out of context, ladies.
yeah, but Delaney feeds up. Kai probably take off, hit the rope.
Mm-hmm.
He'll so as he hits the rope, he comes back. He probably go for a boo. Delaney ducks it. On the rebound, comes back, and Delaney's going to hit him with a power slam, spinning power slam.
Power slam. I'll treat it as a look roll. Look roll for that then. So, or sorry, not look roll. Sorry, work roll. So yeah, +1 on that then. And he hits it. So Delaney gets a momentum out of it. So we have 1 spot before the finish. So I will have Negredo jump in here to take the heat for this. What would you say, Foxy? Is Delaney going for this penultimate roll?
This is the one before the finish, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'll have probably have Delaney do. So he's hit the power slam. He's probably going to power slam. We'll keep a hold of him.
Yeah.
So power slam, boom, still holds him, hooks him. He's going to bring him up as if he's going to almost like for a Stones suplex, but instead, actually no, sorry. Power slam, feet up. He's lifting him up, so his back. It's almost like for a backdrop.
Yeah.
Launches him up as he comes down, neck breaker.
Right, so that's what you're going to go for then. So
yeah,
what I will do is then I'll drop it back on what you're doing there. So if so again, this is the penultimate roll. So you're going to try and do that on Kevin Kite. I'll have Negredo try and jump in and basically make a crossbody out of that scenario. So it'll kind of take you at the middle there and basically try and break up that move. So we'll see from this roll who wins out on that and go from there. So
8.
12.
Damn.
So yeah, so you so you're gonna go for that kind of like that. You're gonna have Delaney a mid move as it were. So before like he goes for the drop basically on Kevin Kite, Negredo's gonna come in and basically take the crossbody and basically hit Delaney's midsection. That kind of tumbles Kevin Kite out of into safety essentially. It's a bit of a spill for Kevin Kite, but at least it's a lesser impact than the move itself. So Negredo gets the benefit of that. So we go to our finish here from that point. So this is nicely poised. I'll start off with what the Mile High Club want to do. So Negredo's obviously rescued for Kevin Kite there. So I want Kevin Kite then for Negredo then to continue the momentum and basically go for a John Woo kick to hit Fox off the apron. And that's how that will work. And then for Kevin Kite, then I want him to take to the ropes and hit Delaney with the reverse 450, which is his finish, and then go for the pin from there. So Foxy, what would you like to do from this situation? Considering that Delaney has now been reversed by Negredo.
I probably have Fox come in, hit Negredo, like chuck him out.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, Negredo gets up, goes for Fox. Fox is gonna almost like a boss man slam.
Yeah.
As he's running toward him. Boom, that sets him in place. Delaney gets up. He's gonna pick him up and put him up like for a power bomb. And Fox is gonna spring with the giant bleeding, almost like a different version of the heart attack, basically.
Yeah, I like that.
Well,
I like
from
that.
the corner.
All right then. So this is how well it's poised. So the Mile High Club has a combined momentum of 7. 3 for Kevin Kite and 4 for Negredo. That critical did help in the end. For the Youngbloods, it's a combined of 8. Joshua Delaney has 4 and Silver Fox has 4. So it is very well poised in this sense. So I shall set the pace. I'm going to spend all my 7 on this. So let's see how this goes. Good luck, Foxy. And it is a 14 to beat. So 14 to beat. You have a +8 on this. So let's see if you can beat 14. Oh, it was never in doubt. It was never in doubt. Critical on that. So yeah, that will fucking do it. That'll do it. That will do, Piggly. That'll do. So talk us through the finish again, and you can take it all the way home.
Yeah. So obviously because I felt like I didn't explain it right, but it was a bit clustered. But Fox is gonna chuck out
Negredo.
Negredo.
Yes, so Kevin Kite's a legal man.
Then as Kite is gonna run toward Fox, Fox hits the Bossman slam.
Yeah.
That puts him down. Delaney gets up, picks him up.
For the powerbomb position.
For the powerbomb. And fucking Fox springs off with like a heart attack off the corner.
Love it. Perfect. Yep, that works. And then Delaney will pick up the pin from there. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell. Ladies and gentlemen, your winners of this contest and still the future tag team champions, the team of Silver Fox and Joshua Delaney, the Young Bloods. Well, folks, that was a fantastic match. Another great exhibition of high athleticism here tonight. We've had a fantastic run of matches tonight, and this is no surprise really. 2 of the most exciting teams on the Future Wrestling roster doing battle yet again, and once more the team of Silver Fox and Joshua Delaney doing the Youngbloods proud and retaining the tag team championships. So I'll leave the afters to you, Foxy. What's going on here at the end of this?
So for this, I want to we're kind of composing ourselves a little bit, give a hug, but then we also take the time to actually do the pose we did on the apron.
Yeah.
We do it in the middle of the ring, do the pose, then Joshua is getting out anyway, ahead of me. But I take a second to kind of look around. I'm looking at the 2 belts, and I just I bow to the audience.
That's nice.
Get to go out.
Yeah. So as you're about to go out there, the lights are going to go out. Wait for a few seconds. You're going to hear a bit of the kind of murmuring, like bumbling, whatever it is. But then you're going to see a red face appear on the Tron.
Silver Fox. Although I believe greed is good, and I believe you've worked for what you've got, but I think you still have a little too much gold for my liking. And remember, demons love gold.
So like, is this an actual back and forward promo, or is this just like?
Consider it a warning. It's the best way of looking at it. Yeah.
Okay, no, I was just wondering if like, okay, is this meant to be for me to actually speak about this or no?
The race is not a letter for responses.
But,
we'll get back to you in 3 to 5 working days.
But yeah, like that happens just as it's gone for the ropes. All that goes on. I'm looking at that, the Tron. Then when the lights actually come back up, camera catches my face and I'm just like, right. Then I'm basically acknowledging it. It's like, right, come on, if you want it, we can do it. So I'm basically saying that I'm game for it. If you want it, like, we can do this.
How did you not get my Foxy 2 belts like reference on your Twitch the other day, by the way?
I just didn't. I was like, what? Like, you caught me at like the wrong time. Okay, it really hasn't dawned on me. But yeah,
I like it. So yeah, with that, then the commentators go well. Like I said, I suppose we were kind of caught by surprise when we saw a very happy and jovial Conor Lock, but at least we forget, of course, that that other alter ego is very much present here on the roster as well, and it does seem that he has set his targets on at least one of those belts that Silver Fox is currently holding, whether it be the tag team belts or the national championship. Either way, I think Silver Fox has some interesting weeks ahead of him, especially if the Wraith has anything to do with it. And he does, and we fade to black on commercial. And we get to it. So, ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is your main event of the evening, and it is a non-title match. Introducing to the ring first, weighing in at 385 pounds, from parts unknown, Conor!
There's nothing that special about the entrance. Cutter comes out, very determined look on a face, just makes my way straight to the ringside, get in over the top rope, stand in the corner, cracking the hands, getting ready, twisting the neck, all that, just staring down the aisle, ready, means business.
There he goes. And the commentators will remind us of the war of words from earlier on, going, well, ladies and gentlemen, if you missed the start of our show, then perhaps you may have missed the very exciting and intense exchange between Cutter and James Rage and backstage. Obviously, Cutter was felt perhaps a bit aggrieved of being left, as it were, in the dark about what was happening in the match at Dark Side. But obviously, a war of words has been exchanged, and the two are very much not on talking terms at the moment. And of course, this adds an extra dynamic now to this main event as Cutter goes up against the current future world champion. So with that, then the music dies down and we hear the music of our champion. And his opponent, weighing in at 197 pounds, being accompanied to the ring by Rob Midas and James Rage. She is the future world champion, Casey Combs. So Casey, you're flanked by Rob Midas and James Rage. Talk us through your entrance.
I forgot I was the champion. I was completely zoned out. I was reading it, Am I the Asshole posts on Reddit, and I was like, no, you're
So yes.
Yeah, so
Casey,
we're walking out to the ring. Two lads are flanking me. Just air of pure confidence.
Yeah, understandably so. And as I said, the commentators will go, well, as you said, like we mentioned earlier on that this is Casey Cole's first ever singles championship, and certainly she is wearing it with pride. But having the company of James Rage and Rob Midas alongside you certainly helps in that matter as well. Squared up now against the gargantuan Cutter, who outweighs her, and certainly very much by a factor of 2, and the height difference as well is quite significant. It's a mismatch, of course. It's interesting to see how this match goes. So, with that, folks, we do get a bit of a square off. James Rage and Rob Midas are in the ring, and we get our first spot. So this is an 11 spot match. So, Casey, you roll. Cutter, you roll. 11? 7. So, Casey, you take the first roll. What's happening at the start of this match?
So what she is doing is she's trying to be she's basically acting like a little bit like a chihuahua does. So like really kind of squaring up, but like bumping into him, but he's not moving. Like there's no movement from him whatsoever. Like, and she's just fuck sort of thing, like, what do I do? And then just kind of like looking at the lads as they're like, yeah, go. Yeah, like, yeah, thumbs up. Yeah, you're doing great.
You got this.
You got this, girl. Yeah, you go for it. So she's basically trying to square up from on that sense, and then eventually, when she realizes she isn't going to get him to move, she just goes for the leg sweep to take him down.
Okay, right then. So that is going to be a work roll for that, which is a -1.
8, so 7. So
7. So it is successful. You will get the drop toe anyway on Cutter. So that's correct. And we go to our next roll from there. So, guys, give us your next rolls.
9.
9 for Casey as well. So we re-roll.
8.
Oh, 6.
Okay, so Casey, you go again.
So what I'm going to do then, so I have a leg sweep on him, I have him down, and she's basically just kind of like think if I'm remembering correctly, Power Unreal and my actual best stats on this. So she's basically going for the punches. But on this one, so straddle him and just like laying into him, just trying to weaken him up.
Okay, that will be a real roll, which is a +2.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
And yeah, in fairness, that certainly helps out a lot there. So you get momentum from that, and we move on to our next roll.
11.
Good roll for Dennis. Not so much for Amy.
Not great.
So Casey gets a few punches in on you, but you're going to take control from this point.
Okay, so just to show the size disparity here, I want her to keep laying into me. I'm presuming she's in the kind of on top, raining the punches down, right?
That's exactly
it.
So,
so to show the size disparity, I want to what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around so that she's on my back, and I'm going to stand up with her on my back.
Yeah.
And then just essentially just fly back into the corner with her back, slapping her into the back. Yeah.
Yeah, that works. That'll be a power roll, Cutter, +2.
Oh, Jesus, I needed a 6.
You certainly did. So yeah, you get the momentum out of it anyway. And next spot from there, lads. So let's see what happens next with your next roll.
Okay. 9.
9. Casey rolls an 11. So Casey, you're going to take advantage from here.
So I'm assuming then I'm back. My back is to the turnbuckle, and he's kind of like to where I'm back to chest, basically. Is it?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, right. So what I'm going to do then is I want Cutter's going to kind of like move, because he's kind of moved forward a little bit slightly. Casey's going to jump onto Brett's rope and hit him with a bulldog into the mat.
Okay. I'll treat that as a luck roll, which is a +1.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, we needed it. So yeah, you get the momentum out of it. Bulldog successful. And we move on to our next spot.
Oh, 11.
11.
Oh, both 11s.
Hey. 8.
12. It's 12. So
I just threw my phone at myself.
Stupid 8.
Yeah.
So Casey, you have your choices of double spot, double momentum, or free honors. What would you like?
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with double. I'm gonna go with double spot.
Double spot. Okay, so what would you like to do?
Win.
Ideally, yes, but we're working towards that apparently.
What I'm going to do then is I want to.
You're going down for a bulldog anyway, so that's a start.
Yeah, so I have him down face down. Okay, I'm gonna try and take out a limb or an appendage at this point. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get him into I'm just gonna stick with the Chris Benoit references. I'm gonna get him to a crossface.
All right.
For one.
Okay.
To go that way, and then I just kind of want to do damage at this point. So I'm just gonna put him into a crossface on this one. Go for the real.
So that's so you're going for okay. So do you want to use your 2 spots then to try and go for a stiffer submission then? Is that the idea?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay, right. Well, we'll do that then. So it'll be a real roll then for that then. So to use up your double spot, it'll be a +2 roll. And that'll do. So Cutter, you are in the crossface from that. So let's see if you have a positive roll, we'll get you out of it.
10.
Never in doubt. Yeah. So you'll be in the crossface for a little bit and then you can power out of it. So we get a separation there. That uses up the 2 spots to match. And we move on from there. So guys, give us your next rolls.
Oh, 8. They are not good to me tonight.
No, well, Casey's got 11s consistently here. So give us your next spot from there. So
how many spots did you say was in this match?
we are at the halfway
11.
mark. So we have 5 left.
Okay.
So.
Okay. What I'm going to do then is I am going to. I'm gonna put him. Fuck. No, I'm not gonna do that to him. Okay, I'm gonna get him into the. I'm gonna go for kind of pull him into the middle of the ring, kind of keep him down at this point. So I'm just gonna go top rope on this one.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go for a frog splash.
Frog splash. Okay, interesting.
I
That's a
haven't
look roll.
attempted.
Yeah,
It is a plus though, isn't it?
it's a +1. Yes.
Okay. I'm trying to remember what I have pluses on because I've got a few minuses.
It's successful. So you hit the frog splash, no problem. So that is a successful roll on that front. So guys, next rolls.
Hey, 11.
11 beats Casey's 7. So Dennis, you take control from here. You've been hit by a frog splash. What would you like to do next?
So I need Amy's permission for a little bit of a setup of this. So after hitting the frog splash, I don't know if Casey be the type to come over and kind of taunt me a little bit, like kind of shouting in my face while I'm down.
She'd be half and half, so she can either taunt you or she could scream at the ref.
Okay. I'd say to do the whole, like, if you agree to do the whole taunting thing, and what I'll do is I'll do the old cane while she's taunting, fucking slap hand on the neck, get up and choke slam. But after that, what I'd want to do is, instead of capitalizing, I want to very much make a point of turning to the boys.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, that works. Yeah. So in that case, then it'll be a power roll for the choke slam, and then we'll go from there and see what happens. Because that will take Casey out of commission, so the roll can go to the 2 lads.
11.
Oh, it's critical as well. It's only critical. So yeah.
But again, I'm not capitalizing. I am not capitalizing.
Oh no, there's gonna be a fucking proper bounce. Like it's gonna be one hand.
I wouldn't worry. I wouldn't worry. You could try and
probably bounced twice.
I wouldn't worry.
He probably did, to be fair. So yeah.
But I want to hit it, but like I'm not, like, again, I'm worn down. So like I'd almost fall to my ass on that one after hitting it. Like I'm worn down. Like I need to show effect here. And then I want to fucking start jaw jacking with the boys, and I'm just going to be saying the usual shit, just like, you know, oh, you couldn't let her fucking fight her own battles. You had to come out here, you know, just talking shit. In which case, basically what I'm doing is I'm opening it up for Casey to take advantage.
Take advantage, yeah. So well, look, we'll talk about that then. So obviously you hit the choke slam, she takes the bounce, and you're jaw jacking with the two lads at ringside. So Casey, do you want to you have for your next spot? Then do you want to roll for yourself, or do you want to give the role to your two managers at ringside?
Guys, can we have a group huddle here?
I'm just taking a what's known as a Keith Lee bump.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
I fucking loved that when I saw that. That was
Beautiful.
Brilliant. I don't
Jerry,
know.
do you
I don't know,
wanna-
James. What do you think? Do we?
Who wants to take the role? Do we just want to do rock paper scissors for it, and I'll just let you fight over it at this point? What do you want to do?
I definitely want to get involved, but I think it might be a little too early for what I've got planned.
Oh, okay. So does that fall to
I
I mean,
Rob?
this is
Just
what I was
short
thinking.
back
That's why I'm kind of feeding
Yeah,
you this
yeah.
shit. Is I'm thinking it's going to be used to further shit.
Yeah, the door's open, Jamie.
Okay, fuck it.
It's late,
if I do
Jamie.
something
Come on.
now, does that stop
Top
me
10.
from doing something later?
No,
No.
well, it depends
No.
if it's successful or not.
Okay, well, it's technically inconsequential. It could be based on whoever they roll next.
But it doesn't
Yeah,
really
but it's
matter
literally
because
just
even
as-
if
but
you
that's what's-
fuck me up now, then she's going to win, and that's
No,
Exactly, yeah.
but just to have you jaw jacking at me and literally just me to get up on the apron and be like, fine, come on, so, and literally then for you to get up, come at me, and then if you roll successfully, you turn around realizing that she's about to blindside you. If she rolls successfully, she actually does get you from behind.
yeah. I mean, I'm good with
Yeah,
it.
that's-
It's very much
Yeah,
it's very
that-
much
that
your
works.
spot, so I'm good with
Just-
it.
Yeah, that works. Yeah,
All right.
we can do that.
Okay. Right then. So we'll go from whoever wins the roll then. So Dennis, you can roll, and whoever wants to take it from the opposing side. So it'll be Jamie, if you want to take the roll then to see if this works. So it's an 8 to beat.
It's a
And you match
match.
it. It's an 8, yeah. So roll again, lads.
Oh shit! I thought you actually beat me.
6,
9.
9. Okay, so James Rage, you're gonna go up on the apron. You're gonna basically engage in the stare down, and you're gonna go on. You're goading them into an altercation, but Cutter turns around and you do take the you resist whatever Casey Cole's going to do here. So she's
what I would suggest is she's gonna blindside me. I do the old duck. She nearly hits James, but she doesn't. You know, she kind of
Okay.
stops herself, kind of
Good, I
thing.
like that, yeah.
And from there, how many spots are left?
3, 4.
3.
Sorry,
Okay.
actually, after this one would be 3. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, from here I'll just hit so she's stopped, so I'll just go lock in full Nelson, big full Nelson slam.
Love it. I love a full Nelson slam. So yeah, that'll be a power roll again, Cutter then. So +2.
That's 9.
Oh, nearly critical as well, but you do get some lovely momentum out of it. So yeah, full Nelson successful. And we go to our next spot from there. So Cutter, you can go for next roll from there. And Casey, throws the same to you.
10-10.
Roll again, lads. His match.
Oh, fucking roll, you bitch. Oh, no, don't. 4.
Oh,
it's
five!
So Amy, this roll is yours. So you've taken a big choke slam, you've taken a big full Nelson. What happens next?
I don't know.
Well, again, like I said, you have two managers at ringside. If they have an idea, they can take a roll if you want. You do
Where
have the
are we
initiative here.
situated?
So I've
No,
basically
I mean, like,
caught-
are you still next to the ropes?
You're essentially center of the ring on your back. I'm standing
Corner
over
front?
you.
Over you, yeah.
No, we'd be a
So we're
little more
central then.
central, not exactly central, but we'd be pretty much central.
Okay. Okay. What I
But
want to do then.
I can go to a rope wrap if you need.
No,
me
no.
to.
Well, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and get you there. What I'm gonna do then is I'm basically going to get desperate, and again I'm going to go and try to trip you, try to get you hung up because you're tall enough. Actually, this might work if we are sent to the ring. So I'm gonna trip you, then hopefully have you land on the second rope. So as if you were set up for a 619.
Like a 619, okay.
Exactly, yeah. So you're set up that way directly in front of Midas and Rage.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
That sounds good. Yeah.
It does, yeah. So yeah, in that case then, so you'll have to try and kind of trip him up then. So I'll treat that as a look roll.
Yeah, I can be like reaching down and she can do a whole fucking leg kind of grab and chuck me over.
Critical. He'll fucking tumble into the ropes. So that's that does the trick.
It doesn't matter how we did it. All we know is that I did it. We'll use the
Yes.
power of movie magic and we'll just pretend I did something really cool.
Yes.
Whereas in reality, she's literally just tripped you with her little tiny legs.
Penis.
Yes.
Legs.
Legs.
It's going to
so,
be
yeah.
very it's going to become very, very clear that KZ Colt has no balls.
so yeah, exactly. So that strings cut her up on the ropes then. So will probably take one or two ropes at that point because it was a critical. So yeah, 2 more spots left in the match now. So roll and see what happens.
Amy, there's an O missing from the poster behind you there over your right shoulder.
Oh, same again. Roll.
Yep, same again. Yeah.
Sorry.
6.
Oh. 5. I was like, what?
Okay.
In my head, I was thinking, I don't have any posters hanging up on my wall.
Really? So Connor,
is
you're
no
coming to the
poster.
ropes here.
Jesus Christ. So, well,
There's a
hold.
calendar.
May I ask what was Casey going for from here? So, like, what was your go of when you hung me for the 619? Where were you going from there? Was it for the guys to get involved?
Imagine it was for maybe me to, do the whole choke.
I was
on the
thinking,
ropes
yeah,
type of
perhaps-
thing.
Yeah, it was basically to get a choke on the rope.
Yeah.
Choke the chicken.
Twice
Okay.
a day, baby.
I like the way Jane
Twice a
just
day.
went, no.
Is there, and again, I'm going to ask Rob's permission for this. Could he go for that? And as he's going up to do it, he'll notice I'm far more with it than he thought, and he'll maybe back away. Like I'll get a look of fucking anger, and that's when like I kind of want to feed up, almost like I'm fucking like she's pissed me off now. Do you know that kind of way? But I would Midas to sell it for me.
Yeah, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Just because
okay.
I'm trying to think how to get out of here. Like if she was going for a 619, I'd reverse it, but there's no real move happening here.
Yeah, she's trying to referee from what Midas is trying to do, but Midas is going to get spooked basically. Yeah, okay, that works. That's kind of what you're going for, really, there, isn't it?
Yeah, and basically, if you need a move out of me to do it, I'm gonna like feed up the angry, and I'm going to have Casey basically go, oh fuck, he's back up, rush at me. I'll duck one, she'll come back off the ropes, I'll hit a big boot.
Grant, I will take all of that as a look roll, Cutter. So that's a straight roll for that.
Oh, shit.
It's all right.
10. Okay.
That will do fine. That will do absolutely fine. So yeah, you do spook Midas and you hit the big boots. And we have one spot before the finish, lads. So last roll. Let's see what happens.
Will you roll, you prick? For fuck's sake. All I'm getting is 9.
It beats Casey 7 though. So the last roll goes to Dennis.
Oh, shit. Okay, I don't think I need. I think I know what's going to happen, so I don't think I need to worry about actually winning, because I don't think I'm going to win. So, and if I am, I shouldn't. Just so you know.
Okay. We're working on it.
Yeah.
There is time.
Hold on the fly.
Look, obviously, if it's last spot, I'm going to go. I'm going to go for Armageddon, the big old finish. whatever you're going to do, feel free to do it after Armageddon or
All right.
before
Yeah.
or during Armageddon. I don't fucking care. That's cool. I'm like, again, I know we're kind of furthering a thing here, so
Yes. Okay.
What exactly is that finisher? What exactly does that entail?
so it's essentially a fisherman, like a fisherman falcon arrow almost.
Okay, pretend
Hold
you're
on.
talking to a 5-year-old who's never watched wrestling before.
Yeah,
Okay.
suplex
Fisherman?
position. Okay.
Yeah.
I hook
Wait.
your leg. I bring you up and I turn you around. Boom, in front of me.
But
Can
no,
you-
maybe
It's
explain it
statement.
like it's a perfect plex into a falcon arrow.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Okay.
perfect plex into a falcon arrow. There you go. Yeah, that's actually a very good description. Yeah.
Okay.
Which would be fucking cool to see, I must say.
Mm.
Black Taurus does it as his finisher, and I have stolen it to do it as mine.
Good man.
So Dennis, you have 6 momentum. Do you want to spend it?
Yeah, it's not going to make a difference.
Okay. It's the plus 6 roll. So
Oh shit! Sorry.
Kind of makes a difference now, doesn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, if you get
well,
lucky
no,
rolls.
Again, I don't
Yes.
You'll
actually
get
want
help.
to win this.
Don't worry, you won't.
Leave it with us.
9 again because
9.
that's apparently all I can fucking roll tonight.
Well, that's fine. That makes it a 15 to beat. So,
There's
Casey,
a high
you're
roller.
not- yeah, I get the feeling you won't be kicking out of this. So, shall we leave it to the 2 lads to decide what happens here? Because no
Can
doubt
all
Cutter's going
3 of us roll our dices at the same time just to
with
see what we
our
get?
powers combined.
There'll be 2 snake eyes and a 3.
Yeah, do you really want to give
People
yourself?
laugh to that.
Depend. Like, are ye planning? Like, are ye letting me hit it, or are ye breaking it up before I hit it? Because I just have a question. The reason I'm asking is if I'm hitting it, you know, do the old thing of putting me over, let me look like I have her beaten, and then fucking,
I think that's the
you know
fair
what I
way of
mean?
doing it.
Yeah,
What if,
yeah.
you know,
My view on this would be is if Casey realizes what's about to happen, she'd be kicking. Like she'd be squirming basically. Like she wouldn't be getting this. But as she's doing that, he's walking back each time, not realizing he's going directly to them, in a sense, if you get me.
Yeah.
So if you don't actually want to hit it, and like if this is the way that you'd kind of rather.
well,
you
I'm
did this.
leaving it to you guys for this because it's whatever
Right.
suits your purposes.
It can work either way.
Yeah.
The only
It
reason
does-
I
it
said
doesn't-
Whether you're
I'm
going for the penny or not.
No, it doesn't matter if you hit it or if you don't hit it. It makes no difference.
deferring
exactly.
to ye. All I was saying is if I was hitting it, I wanted you to put me over. That like
Okay,
by
yeah.
by
So,
having it.
Yeah,
down,
yeah.
that's
Well,
it.
that's
That's how I
fine.
do
Yeah,
that.
that's fine.
Here's how we're going to do it, right? So, because your roll was successful as well as the +6, Dennis, we'll get you to hit Armageddon. You'll go for the pin, and that's when the 2 lads will come in to break it up and go for the DQ. So that's how we'll do it.
It's not so much
Are
a
we going
break.
for the DQ?
Yeah, it's
Well, okay,
it's
well,
something
whichever way you want to
different.
do it.
Well,
So-
we were
Which is why I was saying, would I not be squirming to try and get
Okay.
him closer to you to stop it from happening?
Well,
Okay.
Jamie, you go ahead. Go on.
Hear me out on this. Okay, so you've been hit with Armageddon, you're laid out, he's going to cover you. He goes for the cover, Midas gets up on the apron, which distracts the referee. But
Okay.
he's on top of you for more than 3 seconds.
Then the crowd,
He's
yeah,
visually
that puts me
beating
over.
the champion.
Mm.
Meanwhile, while the referee is jaw-jacking with Midas telling them to fuck off, I slide in and I tase that giant bitch.
Oh,
He does have the taser from, I remember that. Yeah.
he's
And
a
then
fucking
pull
mixture of Kevin Nash and Scott Hall.
And
the
And
ultimate
technically,
outsider,
Selena
bitch.
Kyle from Batman Returns.
yeah,
That's true too. Yeah, that's true.
Goldberg
So-
fucking
And
screw
Jonathan now knows that because
Now I know
made him
that.
watch
Now,
it.
point of reference.
And-
Yes.
We would reverse the pin, and it would be
But no,
okay.
I'm
No,
thinking taser to Cutter and to help Selena's storyline, roll her around as if she has him in the crossface.
Casey's
yeah,
storyline.
yes.
So he's out from the taser. She
And
technically
the
gets a
red does
submission
the
while
whole
being out
lift in
herself.
the arms. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3. I'm out. Yeah.
Okay. yeah.
All right.
I'm
happy
cool
with that finish.
too. I'm
I'm happy with that finish.
too.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we'll do that
Locked in.
then. So So again, the commentators will be given out about the fact that, well, look, Rob Midas again interfering in this. Obviously, everyone at rings and the audience here can count. Casey Cole has been pinned, and
our audience can count.
Maybe one. I don't know.
1, 2,
one.
Green, purple, starfish.
Batman symbol.
So. Yeah, at that point, then James Rage comes in with the taser. He'll then kind of like obviously manipulate things, so it like changes into the crossface chicken wing, and that's where Cutter is passed out. And the referee will ring for the bell. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by submission, Casey Cole.
By TKO.
By TKO, exactly. Yeah, not by submission. It's TKO, exactly. So again, the music is playing, but the afters goes to you lads. So what's happening here? So Corey, you're out.
I want Rob.
Oh yeah, no, I'm completely at their mercy. I'm out. I'm gone.
Yeah.
This is what I want Rob to do. Just listen. I want Rob just to literally grab Casey by the 2 legs and reach her out of the ring because she's not getting out of it by herself.
I appreciate that. That again is putting me over.
So in that case, that means it's down to Jamie then, in a sense.
So well, I'm just dragging her out of harm's way, basically getting her out of there.
Like he's moving her out of the ring so no one can actually check to see if she's conscious or not.
Yeah. But I will leave the rest up to Jamie.
I leave the ring, talking shit, rip any accoutrements off of the announce desk. And basically start directing Carlton Titus, who's a big old lad, and Rob Midas, who's a big old lad, to bring Cutter to me.
Yeah.
I then ceremonially take him on my shoulders and hit the Burning Rage through the table.
Nice.
Eric, does he have to do a roll turn for like a roll dice for this?
I'll gladly do a roll dice for this.
Hold on, just stop for a second. Does he have to do it? Yeah. Because I have momentum built up, which is no good to me anyway, because I'm maxed out. So I'm going to give him momentum from that match.
Yeah,
I'm giving Jamie the momentum.
Can you describe how much momentum is Burning Rage?
It's a burning hammer. That's what's his name for it.
How much momentum did I have?
You had 7, so you can transfer
right,
7.
Then that 7 has gone to James Rachel as well.
And how much momentum did Jamie have?
2. So it works.
And how much momentum did I have?
Same again, 2.
Yeah, we'll just give them all to Jamie.
It's a plus 11, so it doesn't matter then. So it's a fait accompli then. So yeah, okay. So yeah,
I just want to say, I like to see James Rage top of the card. So go for it.
Yeah.
So it's a Joker Bray squash.
Yeah, it's a Joker Bray squash.
He doesn't watch this. We're fine.
Don't worry about it. I'm going to clip that and send it to him.
And Jerry does not get the referee booking because he hates him. So, in that case,
hey Joe, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling.
I would pay good money to see Be Cool do that promo, by the way. Anyway, so yeah, with that then, everyone like with their powers combined, like a fucking spirit bomb, all the fucking momentum goes to Jamie, and he hits the Burning Rage through the table. And we will. That's our basically our final shot of the show is the comedy table in smithereens. We cut her tased and bruised and destroyed.
But can I think if they agree, I think the last shot should be like me being attended to by medics. Get across
with a stagehand off mic but caught on camera. We're not getting the deposit back for this table.
I thought this table wasn't worked.
Have the medics come out and do the whole neck brace thing and all that.
Yeah, that works.
The whole shebang, you know.
I like that. Yeah, that works. And yeah, that'll do that. So like I said, the commentators Mike Dublin will sign off the show going. Well, we're leaving this show on a bit of an unfortunate note as Cutter is being attended to by our medical professionals here. As you can see on the ramp there, the triumphant triad of Casey Cole, James Rage, and Rob Midas looking on at their handiwork. Like I said, and Carlton Titus, of course, with the assist. Triumphant quartet didn't sound as good, Jamie. So with that then, the commentators will go, well folks, that is unfortunately all we have time for. We'll try and give you an update on Cutter's status next week at some point, but folks, until then, we'll see you next week on the VCR Network for more Future Wrestling. We'll see you next time. All right, that's a wrap, folks. We're off the air. Can we get Brian to send the crowd home, please, when we can start disassembling the ring on the 10-minute mark? Also, can someone from the booking department please give me the current run sheet? I want them to give me written confirmation that that was the correct finish. Whereas this is another fucking disaster.
Yeah. I can hardly believe it myself. Like, I've no idea. I only found out this morning when I saw the run sheet. But yeah, I guess I have a bit more luggage to carry around now. No, haven't called him yet. I will once I get a chance. Somehow, I get the feeling he was watching anyway. No, I'm not putting it off. He'll probably call himself anyway. I will. Definitely. Alright, thanks. Dad, talk to you soon.
Well, there he is now, the resident double champion of Future Wrestling.
Oh, hey, Mr. Rose. Thanks very much.
Not at all, not at all. It's well deserved. I think a lot of people forget you were champion of all last season.
Yeah. Guess I forgot that myself every now and then.
Yeah, you do put yourself under quite a lot of pressure, Michael. I can't call you Michael, right?
I guess. I think only my gran calls me Michael. Everyone else calls me Fox.
Fox it is then. You know, last time I checked, we're not related, so I think that works. Speaking of, your family must be very proud of you right now.
Yeah, I guess so. Some of them don't quite get wrestling generally, but they're happy for us either way.
I do understand how that is. My son-in-law is always engaged by this industry, and family is a very strong motivator for us. If we have the means to make dreams come true, we do it. It's been the way for generations.
Lucky for your son-in-law, I guess. We never had the money your family has. Sometimes it's still rough to get by day by day.
Wrestling is an escape from the travails of daily life, isn't it?
I suppose. I don't know. I always remember it being the thing I wanted to do in life.
Because of your bigger brother, no doubt.
Like, you know about that?
Oh, come now, Fox. You only need to be seen that the mask and the resemblance is striking. Maybe he's more traveled than you, but the ties are still there. Now that I think of it, you've now surpassed your brother for accolades now, haven't you?
Yeah, I guess so. He won 2, I've won 3.
Wonderful. I'm glad that we made the right decision in the end.
Decision? As in, you wanted us to win?
It was an odd choice to make, but I did it for the greater good. Mr. Decker is a busy man at the moment, so I figured I'd make his life easier by suggesting this course of action. And he was more than surprised at it once he was informed.
I'd say so. I heard you two don't get along well.
A difference in opinion is natural in this business, but yes, we have different philosophies in regards to how a production like this operates, but I do have the luxury of having very good friends at the network, and well, you hear certain things that Decker himself may not.
Oh?
Yes, in fact, I caught wind that contract renewals are due for the employees of this promotion, and seeing that this season is ending next month, they're currently reviewing everyone's files, seeing who's worth keeping, who's not pulling their weight, and again, using my connections, I caught wind of who was being considered for departure, and I was amazed to see your name on that list.
Wait, they were looking to get rid of me?
Seemingly so. Now, I have no idea whether that's a decision by my network colleagues or from advice from Mr. Decker, but I think it would be unfair to see you be let go. Hence why pulled some strings and ensured you won both matches tonight.
Oh, thanks, I guess. But are you saying I'm just being made champion to keep me here?
Well, you still need to make a living, isn't that right? For your family? Isn't that what's important now?
I guess. But I always thought, or wanted to believe, I was here for my talent, and I earned those titles because of that.
It's not for me to decide the motives of the booker. All I was doing was being a good Samaritan. Now, I mustn't catch a flat, I'm afraid, but it was very good talking to you, Fox, and once again, congratulations, double champ.
Thanks.
Oh, hey Murphy.
Connor, it's alright. I'm just leaving.
Mate, hold on. I just wanted to say thanks for that match tonight.
You're welcome. Guess you're glad you won both matches. And hey, look, ma'am, I pulled no strings.
Yeah, so, fuck. What am I on about? I wanted to talk to you to clear the air.
Clear the air? You accused me of being a cheat in front of everyone, and now you want me to forget all about it?
Not asking for that. Don't have to guilt trip me. I feel like a tit as it is. Boys have been slagging me off non-stop about it.
Oh, laddie-da. So I accept your apology, and you can go back to be one of the boys?
Nah, not at all. Look, banter's one thing, but I don't want to be pissing people off left, right and centre. This place is getting tense enough as it is. I don't want to add to it anymore.
That's fair enough. Life's too short to hold grudges.
Totally agree, mate. So, we shake on it?
Handshake. Bit very old school. Fist bump.
Sure, why not? Cheers, mate. I hope we can work again sometime soon.
Likewise.
Look, I'm just being nosy here at this point, but how come you were off at the start of the season?
Connor, it's not to do with this place or with anyone here. I still can't talk about it.
Oh well, I'll say no more about it, so.
All right, boys, where's the champagne?
I believe Mr. Rose has left us a little hamper to celebrate the plan coming together.
And that it did. And how? Good job, Kylie. You made that work perfectly.
Oh, thanks. Is anyone else coming?
Well, everyone's welcome, I guess. James, wasn't it? You think some of the boys want to join in and send their regards to the new chap?
I doubt they'll be wanting to get involved. We have our own plans.
You're lost then. Midas, you joining us?
Of course, but I have my own treats to get from the car.
Cigars, I hope.
Obviously. I'll join you in a few minutes.
Cool. Then we can talk about the next step in the plan. Apparently Rose is flying out, but he'll join us over the phone. Last chance to join the party, Jamie.
I'm good. And don't ever call me Jamie.
Whatever. In you go, Casey.
Okay.
Well, I thought that went well.
Well. If it isn't the two treacherous fucking bastards themselves, huh?
Jones. Enjoy the show?
No, I was wondering why the run sheet had this down as a double count, though. Oh, fair play, lads. That was some serious Vince Russo shit out there, bro.
Well, couldn't possibly have spoiled the surprise, could we?
I know. Even Decker didn't say anything about it. Yeah, he was telling us about the run sheet was wrong and all that shit. Midas was going over. I'm not gonna lie. No, I felt like a bit of a spare prick backstage waiting for my cue that never fucking came.
Yeah. Sorry, mate. It was all agreed ahead of time.
Well, with Decker, right?
Not quite.
Yeah, can't really get into it. Top secret stuff.
Is that right? And that's why you're all floating out by the locker room here. And this shitty ass sign saying title celebration party. Yeah, that all top secret as well, is it?
That's fucking if. You warned me about that guy. I ain't falling for his bullshit.
Hence why we're outside rather than inside.
Sure. Look, lads, I don't give a shit what little plots you're scheming up here, alright? I just don't want any trouble, and me and you have a deal, J-Man.
Don't worry. As far as I know, we're still on for next month.
Yes! Oh, then all is forgiven. Anyway, Midas, if you want to go into a real party, get J-Man to let you in on the next game night.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Jones. I shall consider it.
Sounds like a plan. Right, lads, I'm off. Got a hot date tonight.
Here's hoping it goes better than the last one.
Hey! Right, how was I to know that she was allergic to shellfish? Anyway, later, lads.
Right. I suppose you'll be leaving now yourself.
We're surely not going in there.
Why not? I am our manager after all.
Bullshit. Midas, we need to talk about this. You and I both know that was not the finish.
I suggest you keep your voice down. I know it wasn't. That's why I have to go in there to assess the situation.
Situation? I'll tell you what that is. It was fucking daylight robbery. Everyone here knows Annie was going over. There's no way you're keeping a lid under this.
James, please. This is an uncomfortable situation, but things are in flux here.
Decker's getting the boot, isn't he? This was him getting overruled. I'm gonna guess that our match was meant to go differently too.
Very much so, but you're not in my pocket or anyone else's. Our affiliation is a means to an end. I don't know what else I can say to assure you, but that is the truth as I know it. It's to ensure that this takeover is smooth and done as professionally as possible.
Making a champion pass out as an audible and celebrating under the nose of the booker. That's real fucking professional.
That was not my decision. That was his.
Rose? Or the scumbag?
Wayne's. He's got the ear of Rose, whereas I'm the fixer of this operation. You've no involvement bar this storyline arrangement.
You better hold your word to that, or else I'll go public with all of this.
I always keep my word. Now, please, let's go our separate ways and let Decker handle this himself.
Fine. Another fucking bridge burned.
Yeah. Put me straight through. No, I don't want to hear from the secretary. I want this call to go straight to Vincent. Charles, it's Decker. Were you watching our broadcast? Yeah, good, because we have a serious problem. Annie, wait here, please. Yeah, no, that wasn't the planned finish. Kylie and Rogue and all of us. She made Annie pass out and the referee had to make the call. I do not want Kylie as world champion. We already agreed Violet Storm was to retain. So I need you to make an executive decision here and fix this. It's not fair, Charles, and you know it. I don't care what Rose says. He's not involved in this arrangement, not since the last incident. So that's it then. No, I'm not just going to have to accept this. I'm fighting this every way. I'll even go to court. A restructure? Since when? Oh, so what the fuck do I do then? Mind the shop until the grown-ups come in to destroy the place? No, I won't mind my fucking language. You're taking my show away from me. This isn't over, Vincent.
Somehow, I get the feeling I'm not getting that title back.
Not yet, anyway.
Adam, that did not sound just like a bitch taking liberties. I'm this close to walking out on this place and calling the first dirt sheet I know and tell everyone this place is a backstabbing dumpster fire. So I suggest you tell me everything, including why you made that audible to hit you.
The guy that I was talking to is Charles Vincent. He's one of the chief executives at the network. He's pretty much the guy who pays the bills for all of this. He's also got executive control over the operation of this show. Our deal was that I run the promotion as the booker. That's not the case anymore.
You've been fired.
Not quite. There's been a restructure regarding the running of the show. So anything I plan and schedule has to be approved by a new booking committee that involves a team of executives and non-executives, including Fred Rose and Rob Midas.
You've lost control of your show. Again.
Oh, no, that's the beauty of it. I'm still in control, just the day-to-day running of it. But creatively, it's all in their hands now. So my workload stays the same, and my control is nothing more than a middle manager now.
Look, not to sound like a bitch here, but we still need to deal with Kylie.
As fucking irritating as this will sound, they greenlit the title change. Someone somewhere told Casey that she was winning tonight. So she probably went for the knockout knowing that you wouldn't tap otherwise.
Adam, this is bullshit. I've been screwed around here and you need to fix this.
I fucking know. I've been screwed over too. Whatever little plot they've done has worked perfectly. And now I'm just a stooge for whatever these people want to do next.
But who are these people? Surely you know who the fuck they are.
I hazard a guess. I know Midas and Rose are involved, and you can bet your ass Wayne has checked his way back in. Dirty bastard's gonna drag this place through the mud just as he can get himself over.
Adam, he's worse than that and you know it.
I know he is. Stop him.
And how are you going to do that? You said it yourself, you haven't got a leg to stand on, and how are the roster going to react to all this? They're going to have no confidence in you.
I know. I don't blame them. Fucking let them all down.
And you broke our promise.
Yeah. I did. And I'm sorry. I really wanted to fix things, but I think I lost it.
Lost. Might be just a power struggle for you, but this shit is personal for me now. I want to get revenge for that.
Revenge? Annie, Kai's being fed bullshit from the start. I know how Wayne works. This is what he does. And she's probably getting told more and more about Rose, Midas, and whoever else is in that group. She'll get a punishment when it's due, but there's nothing I can do about it right now. Not in my position.
Well, then maybe I won't make it your decision to make. I'll just do it myself.
Wait! You walk out there, and if you go where I think you're going, you're only going to get punished by this group. They're in charge now.
So, I've lost my title. I get choked out, and I can't even respond or retaliate. I can see why Lisa is so pissed at you sometimes.
I don't blame her. She was right. I was never really in charge. Maybe I don't need to be.
What? Now you're not making sense.
No, this works. I need to make a call. You want to know why I asked you to hit me outside the ring, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is why. I sensed something was up and we needed something to work on. Something in front of the TV screens. A plan B.
A plan B?
Kim? Hey, it's Decker here. Look, yeah, I know it's late and you're already on your way home, but I need you to make an important call to VCR's marketing. Yeah, I know about the restructure. We'll work out the details later. But before they start in the morning, I want one thing green lit. You got a pen and paper? Okay. I want them to lock in February 3rd as the date for Last Stand 2. Tell them I'll have a match card in due time, but as an advance, I want them to start promoting this. Violet Storm versus Kyle Decker, loser leaves town. Yeah, got all that? Yeah, you heard that right, yeah. I'll explain later, Kim, but for now, just send that to them, okay? Tell them there's been a leak backstage and they need to promote it immediately. Got all that? Yeah, okay. Thanks, Kim. Good night.
A loser leaves town? Adam, you're going to lose the match, aren't you?
Yeah. We're going to raise the stakes until the pay-per-view. You win. You get your guaranteed title shot. And I lose. I'll be no longer general manager.
I don't get it. You're going to give up your control so I can get my title back?
That's part of it, yes. But as you said, I've no control anymore. So what I'm going to be doing is giving the Cabal exactly what they want, just a little bit early.
How will that work?
I don't know. But it's not what they're expecting. That'll at least give me a chance to fight back. Annie, I am sorry you've been dragged into all of this. I really tried to avoid it, but if we can get through this month, next season will hopefully go a lot smoother.
Because you won't be in charge?
Kinda. All going well, I'll have just changed offices. Back to the locker room.